Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for this episode. We look so forward to making people cry, maybe hurt, maybe have some existential dread. We're looking at all sorts of things here. And if you're like, what the heck are you talking about, Kayla? Go watch the last episode. You'll see all of the existential dread there in that episode. So much fun. Thank you for joining us at Villains by the Hour, a TV, the RPG, actual play. It's a fantastic indie system that is made to play like a TV show or a movie. And we're having tons of fun with it. Speaking of having tons of fun with it, let's introduce our players. Blake, let people know who you are, where they can find you, what's going on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Blake, and I get to play Grizlar, the 3-foot-tall kaiju. You can find me, of course, you can find me here, so go watch the other episodes. Sometimes you can also find me with Zilzaddy or with the Cozy Trauma crew. But yeah, super stoked to get to play with these guys again.
Awesome. Christian, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Hi, everybody. I'm Christian. I will be playing Dr. Rash, PhD. You can find me, Louis Kaboom, on most of the socials on Blue Sky, Instagram, and anything else I might be up to, you can find on there as well.
Awesome. Sophia, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we. You can find me on Blue Sky at Nerdy10. You can also usually find me over working with Nerds with Dice, where I am the founder and chancellor. We do all kinds of streams and charity stuff and everything, so check that out on Blue Sky as well to find out more information about what's happening, casting calls and all that.
Awesome. And Rain, where can people try and track your cryptidness? What are you up to?
Hello, my name is Rain. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Todd Burns, who uses he, him pronouns. And you can maybe find me at Rainbow Tiefling in places.
Big maybe there. You gotta let us know if you spot them. Wow, I just took a big bite of cheesy bread. I'm just Kay. Kayla, DM Dalliance, depending on where you find me on the web. I do things here at Paracosm Entertainment. Stay tuned for more chaotic nature from me in different genres, like post-apocalyptic and spooky and Hallmark romance holiday things that are coming out too. So have fun with all of those things. Let's go ahead and just jump right into today's episode. So, you guys, it's been like a week since the whole team building thing. Maevis, you immediately joined the group. You had been reassigned, not just as part of the team building thing, but on a larger reassigned to Team Z. So you've been working with them for a week. How has that been going for you?
Good. It's been interesting. But I mean, maybe it has a date, so like that's cool. We'll find out the details on that eventually. But yeah, it's been a little strange. The team's a little strange. The whole company's a little strange. And I don't think Maevis knows if she fits in yet.
And Dr. Rash, how do you feel about your newest team member?
I don't know. I don't think any of this is strange at all. I think this has all been perfectly reasonable. Everything is going as it has always been in this place. When it comes to our new team members, I think they fit in greatly. I am incredibly invested in their romantic lives, and I'm only hoping for either the best possible things to happen to them or the worst possible things to happen to them, because those are both equally entertaining.
Fantastic. Grizlar, how do you feel about your newest member? And also the fact that Vi has not been returned yet.
Oh, I was going to say, he's been texting nonstop. Like, he's going to return us, but he keeps texting it back. He's one to talk to support. But no, he feels he likes his new teammates. He's excited for the date. Like, you could have seen him be a little excited when it happened the moment. And also he's like a bro now, but you know, when his kids call him that, it doesn't sound as cool. But when Todd says it though, like, so yeah, Grizlar's, he's pretty stoked to be a bro.
And I feel like on Grizlar's table is probably like a phone and speaker waiting to like get through, and you just hear boo, 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 boo. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line. And then you hear the very stereotypical girl from In Panina, the whole music of da 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 da.
Now the song's stuck in Grizlar's head and it won't get out.
Todd, you're like an intern. You float around, you do things, you do whatever. Like, you're not really assigned to a team. But it's a little unusual. You've been called up to the CEO floor. Typically in a, you know, corporate building, it might be called the top floor, but our building is weird. So it's not the top floor anymore. It's the 90th floor. It used to be a top floor. You've been called up to see the CEO for something. How are you feeling about just getting called up to see the CEO?
Not great. I think in Todd's head, he's like, I swear to God, if my dad is in this meeting. But also, Vi has been missing for a while, and I really like Vi. She's kind of like a cool aunt almost. And maybe I could use this opportunity to like inquire as to why she has not been returned.
Yeah, you get up to the 90th floor, you open it. This is like a lot of like accountants and like the people that keep supplies running for the company, like all of the marketing people, the PR people, they're all on this floor along with the CEO. So you make your way through their maze of flurry. It always seems almost as busy as like a newsroom at like peak hour, because like they are handling the PR and marketing for like all of the like superhero versus villain fights that involve any death lasered employees, including the impromptu ones that sometimes happen that they have to spin as like totally a job. Yeah, they weren't doing villain stuff at all. Job. And you make it to the CEO's door. And you do see on either side of her door, there's a larger desk on the left that has Slosh Plop at it, and then there's a slightly smaller desk on the right that has Siren at it. And you see Siren kind of perks up as you walk towards it, like, oh my, yeah, go ahead and go in. Everyone's waiting for you.
Yeah, cool. Hey, two things real quick. Number one, the team that you were temporarily assigned to during the team bonding exercises, they lost a member during that laser fight. Do you happen to know if they ever got that team member back?
And you see that they like look at like a little company announcement thing that looks like it's laser dot printed. And they go, yeah, currently they're still floating in like a weird in-between demi-plane thing. We're working on it. We just haven't, the IT guys haven't quite figured out how to access the demi-plane to get them out.
Okay, that's a little concerning. Two, real quick, what is this meeting about? Do you know?
And they look scared when you try to get the DL from them on like what this meeting's about. And they like glance over at Slosh Pop to see if they're paying attention, and they kind of lean forward and go, I think it's a good thing. It seems like you're getting promoted or something.
How does an intern get promoted? I don't even like officially work here. Okay. Todd's gonna go into the meeting.
Yeah, and so you go into the meeting room. It is like a very opulent, like typical CEO room. All three of the walls are like just giant glass, like floor to ceiling windows. like beautiful mahogany desk, all the trimmings of like opulence and CEO. And behind the desk in their seat of power is Sethna, the CEO. They are also a Medusa, obviously a little bit more age, probably in like their 50s. And seated in one of the two seats on the door and turning to see you as you enter is your dad. What does your dad look like when he's in his supervillain gear?
You know, that's a great question. I haven't put much thought into it. He's got like a coat that starts on the top almost like a white like lab coat and then morphs slowly into flames at the bottom, and it is much better made than Todd's costume. It's like if you could like blend together lab coat in avant-garde fashion to make a beautiful fiery thing, that's what he has going on. And probably also like a nice tailored suit underneath. And Todd sees his dad and is like, hi, Professor Inferno. We're at work.
Inferno?
Intern Inferno.
Not much longer.
Come
on, son. Come on, sit down. Sit down. We got news for you.
Okay, he sits down.
and you see Cyrene just kind of like reaches over and closes the door behind you. Yeah, your dad was pointing out to me that you've been an intern here for a while. And, you know, I see from the reports of your internship, you know, as the T person for Vi and the intern on various floors, everyone has just good things to say about you. And, you know, your dad and I were talking, and yep, we were talking, and we think that you would be like beneficial to the company if we brought you on full time on one of our teams. And in fact, we have like a spot open on one of our teams that needs, you know, some people. We think it would be a great opportunity for you to show just, you know, what you can do as a villain. And your dad is like looking at you expectantly, like,
wow. Well, that is just so kind of you to say, and I appreciate it. I do try really hard to leave a positive impression on all the teams that I work with. Dad, I feel like you taught me to be a stern negotiator. So what kind of salary range are we looking at?
I think he gives you like a nod, but also like why aren't you instantly agreeing with me? But okay. And so Seth knows, you know, we will be starting you off. You will be starting off as a villain instead of in another position and moving into being a villain. So you will have that starting base rate of villainy, and then you can rise up the ranks of the villains along with your team. Based both on tenure and the ranking of your team as well. And she just kind of like slides over like a little folder. All the information is there. We just need you to sign the first page, and that will be like the agreement to come on board full time. We already have all your other paperwork and information on file from, you know, your internship. So that's really all HR needs is the signature on the top page, so we can go ahead and get you processed as a full employee rather than an intern.
Cool. And Todd starts like flipping through the file. What does it say? What team he'll be placed on? Yeah, so
you'll be placed on Team Z.
Oh, okay. So with Vi, Maevis, and okay, yeah. Wow, I was kind of hoping, this is like in his head. I was hoping there would be a reason to say no. And
you can see your dad is like, he's like, come on, like he's giving you that look where he's like, you know, he knows that you know that he did this, and he's
absolutely
waiting for you to be like, oh, so grateful, thank you.
So I just want to make sure Vi has been missing for a week, and this position that you are offering me, it's not to like replace Vi, right? It's is in addition to.
Yeah, we typically like to operate our teams at 5 at a minimum. Some of the teams get more than that, but we do like to operate them at a minimum of 5. So like with Vi included and you included, it would be 5 people in total.
I think this is in Todd's head like the only. There's no world in which he says no to this without some serious repercussions. But it is also maybe his only bargaining chip. So he's like, this seems like a really great offer, and I would be so happy to accept this generous position as soon as I have assurances that the team that you are pitching me is in fact going to be a full team. I'm more than happy to sign this paperwork. So as soon as Vi is able to be rescued and returned to us, I'll go ahead and sign on. So if you want to maybe get with that IT department and figure that out, that'd be great.
And you can see your dad. So Todd, tell me, what is a sign? You're Professor Inferno father by name. What is a sign that you know of when your father is getting a little like heated, a little upset, a little angry?
Oh, I think he smiles. I think he's definitely the type of person who like has that kind of sinister grin when he's trying to keep it together but is pissed.
Yeah. So I think he has that look on his face, and he reaches over and doesn't grab you, but grabs the arm of the chair you're on, and you see it like start smoldering a little bit. He goes, "Son, that's not something you have to worry about. You'll just be providing and making sure that the team can operate even while we wait for, I'm sure, good old Seth No here is always on top of it. I'm sure Vi will be returning to your group at any point, and it would be great for you to just, make sure that the team is okay while you're waiting on Vi returning." And you see just like the material that your dad's hand is like clenched around on this arm is like smoldering and smoking a little more.
That is a great point. But I am still an intern here, and as an intern, it is my job to support the team. So there's no reason that I can't continue to support as an intern, and then until such a time as Vi is returned to us. This offer feels maybe like a little bit incomplete, and I certainly wouldn't want to be a fool and sign on to an offer that isn't able to be fully met in the conditions that it says it will be, and I wouldn't want to make you look bad either by doing so. So I'm gonna hold off for now.
And you see he kind of like looks at Seth and she goes, "Well, your internship did end as of yesterday, and both our lawyers and your father's lawyers have fully perused the employment package offering that we'd be giving you in this case. We do, either you do need to decide to become an employee, or you will need to turn in your badge for the office today." And as she's like saying that you will need to turn in your badge if you don't take this, like giving you an option still, you see, like, you hear like a cracking sound as your father's hand tightens even a little bit more on your armrest.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that you would not hire me if I took a day to think about it? Did you not want to bring intelligent people onto the team that are willing to consider all options and figure out the best path for not only themselves, but maybe the company as a whole?
What I'm saying is your internship access to the building technically ended as of yesterday because that was your last internship day. So you would have to be badged into the place as a visitor, and that would restrict your access unless you became an employee today during this meeting.
Yeah. I think could I make a drama roll against my dad, which is probably not going to go well, but I want to try it anyway.
I can definitely do that.
Todd's like, well, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like security reasons, and I guess technically the internship did end yesterday. But like, Dad's always brought me in to help out with small things when I was a kid under just like a family visitor pass. Would that not still apply, Dad, Professor Inferno? I'm like trying to like sort of kind of stroke his ego and be like, I mean, he's just such an esteemed villain and so valuable to the company. Like, I feel like a little bit of a grace window.
Okay, I have a question for you. Is your father still active or is he retired?
Oh, I think he's still active.
Okay. Is he still, like, to what degree is he still active?
I think he's still active as, like, kind like a position of honor almost. Like, he's not working full time, but he has a salaried position. So it's like what he considers fun is what he would do. Like, because he definitely has diversified his portfolio. So he has different streams of income. As was mentioned in a lost episode, he is a landlord that gouges his tenants. So it's not like he needs the money. It's just he genuinely likes being a villain.
And would you say, do you have any siblings?
No.
Would you say you have, I know you said that we've established that the villains kind of like get together and their kids know each other.
Yeah.
Does your dad have any siblings?
Maybe. Yeah, I think I might have an uncle. They're not super close.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be close as siblings when one is named Professor Inferno and Rocker Tsunami. Very different vibes. But I think your dad turns to you with that like getting angry grin that he has, and he goes, oh, I would love to, kiddo, but your cousin Daryl's tagging along with me these days. You know, I'm trying to see if it's, you know, wanting to follow in both his old man and his uncle's shoes.
Can I shoot a quick text off?
Yeah.
Okay. So Todd's gonna pull out his cell phone. He's like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I do have to take this. And he's gonna text Dot. And just say, hey, I need a favor. Can I give my father the impression that I may be considering this so that I don't have to sign a contract right now?
I think you just get back in all caps. Your father is here?
Dot, time pressing moment. I owe you one, please.
Lock in, beam of light.
You get a message back and she's gonna be like, you owe me 12. And right as you get that, you hear like the commotion of something approaching the door, and Dot just like throws open the door and is like, oh my god, Professor Inferno, so nice to see you. You totally don't mind if I steal Toddy here for a little bit. And, like, comes over to you and like gives you like the quickest kiss on the cheek possible.
Bright red.
We were totally supposed to meet up for some, you know, coffee before work and, you know, talk about, you know, whatever, and like just keeping it vague, but like trying to like help you in your play here.
Can I make the drama roll?
Yeah, and I will even give you a +4 bonus because Dottie is here.
Okay. Does Dot count as a bro? Oh, that's only a 9. Good God.
You have a free reroll.
I do! I have a free reroll! I'm using it!
Yes, good call. Good.
No! Okay, can I also use my lucky trait? I'm just burning it all. Did I? Okay, can I do the lucky as well?
Yeah, you can burn the lucky as well if you want.
I'm doing it. It's worth it.
This
is too important.
Even lower than 6.
I don't think it can be.
I mean,
Don't say that.
oh my god.
So I think
It's
it's
because
some,
it said it.
yeah, I think something happens here. I think you see your dad believe that you and Dot are together.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see the wheels turning in his head because he believes that you and Dot are together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's like, oh, yeah, no worries. You can have him as soon as he signs this paperwork. Like, yeah, Todd, Toddy. And he, like, says the name the way that Dottie did to you. Just go ahead and grabs one of the pens from Sethno's desk. Go ahead and sign so you and your girlfriend can go off and, get coffee together.
Yeah, there's no way out of this.
Would this be rolling the drama table too, or just this? Because with that kind of.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to be mean enough to have you roll on the results drama table, I will. But I feel like this is more like a circumstantial.
I feel like there are some natural consequences that are going to come out of this already.
Yeah, I'm already giving you consequences.
Yeah. All right. I think Todd grits his teeth so hard that he like cracks a filling and like signs the paperwork and maybe burns the pen a little bit. He's very unhappy about this.
All right, see, that wasn't so hard, Toddy. And he's gonna like elbow you a little bit. And
yep. Well, I've got important things to do. Come on, Dot.
Dot, will you make sure that Toddy gets their new employee badge? Since I know you're heading over to HR anyways, to work on that incident. Yeah, come on, Toddy. And they like loop their arm with you and start like dragging you out of the room. So nice to see you again, Professor Inferno. Have a great day. And then she closes the door behind her and like bodily drags you as fast as possible towards the elevator.
What incident?
Can we say that Maevis is waiting for them?
Yeah, I think Dot or Siren probably like messaged you for backup.
So yeah, Maevis is just like, oh my god, what happened? Is everything okay?
I think Todd starts to say, and then like you get a ping on your phone from the nanobots that were low-key spying on that meeting to be like, new team member to Team Z, Todd Burns officially joins as oh god, as in Inferno? What is my name now?
It's Inferno.
Oh, you got a promotion. Is this good or bad?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Maevis, because you're probably looking at both Todd and Dot. You've known Dot long enough and done sleepovers and things. You've seen Dot pissed off, and like this is Dot's about to murder someone. And that someone is most likely Todd's dad. Like, she has like ice creeping up her neck, and like her hair is getting a lot more jagged and icicle-y than just like the kind of like flowing late snow. And she just has like that a similar smile on her face that Todd's dad did, the like I'm getting angry, sinister smile.
I think Maevis, seeing this, just looks at her and just, Dot, I'm not going to ask you to calm down. I understand, but I'm going to say, do you want to do this right now? I'll back you up, but like, maybe now's not the time. Maybe we should leave?
I think she just doesn't say anything, still has that like sinister grin, loops her other arm with you and drags you and Todd towards the HR thing. And like when you get out into the hallway where there's less people, she's like, so Todd's dad might think we're together because Todd called me in as backup to try and get out of the thing and it didn't work.
Okay.
Are you mad at me or him? That's an important clarifier for me.
I want to murder your dad because your dad knows you don't want to be a villain.
Yeah, well, since when has anything I've wanted mattered?
Okay, maybe now's not the time, especially considering that you're supposed to be in HR, Dot.
I'm
already
only going to HR. I'm not in HR. Technically, the legally gray area.
Yeah, well, I know, but like, you know, after that, maybe we should not do this now. I know maybe you want to, and
fine. I'll poison his dinner at the next villain gathering.
Okay, that I can get behind. Okay.
Can Todd, like, the ice crystals that are forming on Dot's neck, can he, like, put his hand on the back of her neck and just, like, put a little bit of heat energy into it so it starts to, like, steam and melt away? And he's like, it's gonna be okay. I don't like it. Neither of us like it, but we'll figure it out. We always do. And he's like trying to calm her down because he doesn't want her to get in trouble.
I think it's almost like a second instinct for you because like you guys have known each other for so long. You also recognized how fucking pissed she is right now. And last time she was this pissed, she literally like blew out the entire like floor windows of the apartment that your parents were having like their little get-together shindig at, because they were all like deciding for the kids what their like supervillain names would be, rather than like asking the kids if they wanted to be a supervillain, asking them what they wanted their name to be, like just deciding for them. And she got so pissed off, like a blizzard just kind of like blew out from her and like shattered all the windows in the apartment they were in. And so you're used to being like, nope, not doing that again. And I think she kind of like, she's calming down a little bit, but I think like you kind of like match pace with her. Like she's not getting any more angry, but she's still kind of like upset because both of you have known her long enough to know like one of the things she hates the most is not just your parents, but her parents telling her what she has to do, what she's supposed to do, instead of asking her what she wants to do.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even see a way out of it to begin with. I just was hoping that we could get Vi back out of this deal, but flubbed that. So.
Oh, that's what you look. I'm heading off to HR to help with that. That's the situation Seth No was telling us to go handle.
Oh, well, let's fucking go do that then.
Like
that sounds like a way better use of our time than just sitting here stewing.
Yeah, like and she like goes off on this like tangent telling you like what's happening with Vi and the whole situation as she drags you both down the hallway towards HR to get this paperwork done.
There's definitely a very like as this is happening, like all of this between Dot and Todd, there's a very amused look on Maevis's face, just like knows it's not the time considering what just happened, but also like.
I think as soon as Maevis and Todd are alone and have left Dot behind, Todd's just like, "Shut up."
Yeah, so I think very quickly your paperwork is done. You have a badge. You and Maevis are back off to join the team, and Dot stays with HR and starts arguing with them about the situation, like trying to get the situation handled. And so as you guys are getting into the elevator to go to the team, you guys can have that whatever moment you want while you're alone.
I didn't say anything, and I wasn't going to.
No, but you were thinking it. You were thinking real loud.
I just think the two of you are very sweet together in whatever form you want that to be, Todd.
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
We know each other better than like anyone else.
I see that.
And also, like, I mean, I know you understand just all of the fucking bullshit that is the parental politics, let's say.
Yeah, I know. And I know that's maybe the biggest barrier here. One of them. But, like, I know you don't want your dad to dictate who you're with and all of that. But also, by refusing to do it because of what he wants, you're also kind of letting him dictate your life.
It's possible you're making a good point, but I don't know that I am ready to fully hear and take that in right now. Maybe give me like 48 hours to cool off, and then maybe that'll like settle in and I can actually process that information. Because right now it's just
That is fair. And, you know, whatever you want. If you want me to fight your dad, I will fight your dad. But
no, I don't want anyone to die. But also, like, if we were just like different people from different families, then this wouldn't be a thing. But
I know. And we'll like give like a one-armed hug. I wish for that too, you know.
Yeah. Hey, did you have your date yet?
No, soon. If we got it all planned. Well, I got it all planned.
Where are you going? He's like, full topic change.
That there's a really cute sushi place that Dot told me that Siren really wants to try, so I'm gonna take her there, and maybe a walk along the river if things go well.
That sounds nice. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you.
And I know Dot's gonna get like the whole 411, but if you can think of your buddy Todd and you just want to like shoot me a quick text and be like, "Hey, it went well," or "It didn't," I'm rooting for you, and I'd like to know.
Of course.
And then I assume at some point soon we rejoin the rest of the team.
I feel like you have like maybe like 15-20 seconds of like awkward silence where you've ended this conversation, but the elevator ride's not over yet. Before you can get off on the floor with the rest of the team. Yeah, so you get introduced to where they all sit. There is a desk waiting for you. It's super shiny and clean, and you're seeing like a red panda finish setting it up for you, like doing its little happy squeaky self-song thing that it does, and it leaves like a little red panda bow on your chair.
Does this system have the equivalent of like a stealth roll? What would that be under?
That would be action.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can I make a really dumb action roll real quick to see if I can just like use a pin or something to make a smudge on the desk?
Yeah.
And try to hide it from the red pandas?
You can certainly try to hide from their tidy sense.
I do think while this is going on, I think Grizlar was talking to Dr. Rash because his son needed like his trucks to be fixed on skateboard, like these super crazy kind of trucks. So he's like trying to talk to Rash about it while that was going on. So
18. So I think you managed to make it on the desk before they notice what's going on, but they do notice there is a mark on the desk. Like, you don't completely get away from their tidy sense, because Dr. Rush did roll ridiculously well, if viewers remember when he was making the red pandas. So you get away with making it, and then you can point it out if you want, but then no.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick photo of it, because I know that I'm not gonna be able to point it out to Grizlar before somebody comes to clean it. But I'm just gonna like snap a photo and then walk over to Grizlar and be like, "Look, they missed a spot."
Grizlar would be like text it to Grizlar, so Grizlar can just keep it forever.
Sure, yeah. What's your number, man?
Oh god, Grizlar's terrible with phones, like an old person is like, wait a second.
You don't know how to make something your new background.
Todd, can you help Grizlar make this a background, please?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, Rash has one of those old people cell phones because his fingers have gotten too big to actually push buttons or use touch screens.
Oh my god.
Either one of those old people phones or one of those big phones that they give like first graders now, when it's just a couple of buttons.
That's what we use in the office for oversized villains, but like it's always like in a far off place in the hallway that's out of the way. So whenever Rash needs to make a call or do something, he has to like walk all the way across the other side of the building.
But yeah, Grizlar, you mentioned you and Dr. Rash were talking while you were waiting for Todd and Maevis to join. Y'all, what were you talking about?
Oh, I was thinking like one of his kids needs like his trucks on a skateboard, like something with like the hydraulics or something, and so it's like, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. He needs like something help with it, I guess.
I see.
If you could.
Now I know nothing about automobiles, any kinds of mechanics like that, any kind of customizations. I can try to maybe mutate a camel or some other load-bearing beast to work instead of, a van or something.
My son says, yeah, Grizlar's son says that'd be okay, so yeah, I guess they...
What Grizlar's text message actually says is, "That'd be so dope, Dad! Can you put like wheels on a camel? That would be like totally tuner. Tell Uncle Rash he's the bomb. He's lit."
The kid says that you're lit. You're the bomb. He's pretty excited about it. So if you could.
Just so you might be aware, he may be speaking in some sort of code, and maybe he's in danger. So it sounds like I should maybe include explosives in the camels. So maybe.
I am so sorry to everyone who's like Gen Z or younger.
Grizlar freaks out, has to call. He puts on speaker. When you think he might be in danger, let me call him really quickly.
Yo, this is Grits. What's up? What up?
That's what the Gen Alpha kids are doing nowadays. They're making references to a commercial from 2001.
Hey, I just want you to know that movie's coming back out. It's getting a new movie. It's coming out.
It is.
It's coming back around.
It's not coming back. They're making a sequel.
Well, this is the same difference, but again, it's just like, son, are you in danger? I didn't understand because I didn't get what you meant by the text.
And you just hear one of his brothers who goes, "In danger of this tap." Bam. Oh, nice one.
That's still a thing, I'm sure.
Again, I'm so sorry for anyone who's Gen Alpha or younger.
Oh. But yeah, so it's like I think
our apologies. They got things handled, I'm sure.
I think just okay. And Grizlar just quickly slides in like "Love you, son." Click, just like that quick, like you know. Well, okay. I mean, as long as this new creature can't clean, Grizlar will be okay with it. Just
it's I've never been able to repeat the process with the pandas. So, although, why would I need to?
Hands over to the red panda cleaning one of the conference rooms.
Oh, but can I say that I got the text from Todd though? Can I have that text now? Can I have like, oh, I know they're so good and everything, but look at Grizlar. Look at this. So it's in the picture of a smudge that's not cleaned.
And as you show Dr. Ash that, you see there's a red panda over there squeaky cleaning.
Point still stands though, that's usually they get there, really quickly, but I guess maybe they're trending the other direction now. Who knows?
Well, we could always try to attack one and see if it'll create another one. They do get more intelligent as they multiply.
There is one by you, Dr. Ash.
If Grizlar agrees, Dr. Ash will just we'll just try to slice it in half or something.
So are you grabbing it by the tail and chopping it? Are you chopping off its head? Are you slicing it up? What's going on?
He just kind of holds it up and looks like Grizlar.
And wait, so you're trying to test? So if we do this, you're trying to test to see if they're getting worse. Is that what the test is? To see if they're getting?
Well, no, he's saying that when you make another one, they get smarter. So by killing one, you actually make more.
Oh yeah, Grizlar thinks I mean, maybe it's just the way of things. So we don't have to. We don't need more of them. I think.
Very very well. Who needs perfection anyways? And he puts that one back down.
Exactly. I mean, especially when you already had perfection before. But who's to say? But yeah, how's the what's the one that what's the octopus's name? What's his name?
That's Ocho.
What is it? Yeah, so Grizlar wants to know how's Ocho doing.
Well, as you know, fatherhood can be quite burdening. He still won't speak to me. Every time I walk by in the hallway, he still throws something at me.
I think we're gonna flip to a confession cam of Ocho, and they're sitting and laid back, and they got a cigar, and he's calling himself my father now. Smokes because I don't know who my father is, but it's definitely not that guy. Am I right?
We'll cut back and it's just Rash going. It's like, I still consider it just a phase at the moment. I'm sure he will come around.
Oh, Grizlar thinks maybe you should go to him on his level. Maybe try to do something, with him that he likes to do.
I do go to him on his level. He is a perfect creature created in perfection. And as I know we were saying that perfection is overrated, but I'm trying to treat him as of a noble bearing that he has.
Yes, well, maybe you could try to do something different than that. The opposite, maybe just going down there not just to get an item.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I could just destroy him.
And right as he goes, and I could just destroy him, and Grizlar's like, that's not what I meant! Is when Maevis and Todd finish joining the conversation.
I think that's the part you overhear. I think that's the part that they hear coming back.
Maevis sits down and pulls a notebook, like an old beat up composite notebook out of a bag and opens it up to some page in the middle and starts furiously writing in it.
Ooh. Hello. Because you both got back, right? And
yeah.
Todd rolled to be sneaky, right? Was for this much else for that? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say, Todd, you went to HR. You got your employee badge.
Mm-hmm.
You're no longer an intern, though previously your name was Intern at Inferno. When you go to fill out the little bit of paperwork you have to with HR to get your employee badge with your villain name on it, you have an opportunity to change it to whatever you want it to be, whether that be something else Inferno or whether that not include Inferno at all.
Am I committed to whatever I put down right now, or can I change it later?
You can change it later. You just have to go through the paperwork.
That's okay. I've got a good friend who works here. I'm sure she can help me. Yeah, I'm gonna go with our good friend Dr. Rash's suggestion in the chat, which was intermediate Inferno for now.
That's perfect.
I love it. It's fantastic.
I think Todd starts writing Intern, gets to the IN, and is like, intermediate.
I think Dot gave you a weird look too. Like, all right,
I'll figure it out later.
I think because we noticed the badge, right? And so as it's Brash, you only kill your children if they fail in combat. But wait a minute, is because you're not an intern anymore? Is that
correct? I think you might have even gotten. Thank you. I think maybe you guys got an email too about I've been assigned to Team Z.
Yes. Sorry, those are lots of the celebratory roar. They're super loud.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, I am excited to spend more time with you all.
I think you're going to be a great addition. You already have been a great addition to the team, so.
And sashaying onto the scene is Apusa, the floor manager, who's very androgynous, demon. Slight smell of sulfur and brimstone around them as they come in, and they're like, "Oh, fantastic! You've been introduced to your newest person. I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to send you out on a job today because we're not allowed to do it with 3 people. So, unless there's a smaller team that you're going against, which we really don't have those jobs very often. So I'm glad 4 people. That's fantastic. That's the minimum that this job asks for. So he go and like slide a job folder onto Dr. Rash's desk. So glad you could join us, Todd. You know, enjoy the break room. Somebody named Spot made sure that we have some sort of like soda or something on hand. But yeah, have fun. Enjoy the job with your new team. I'm sure you guys will go up in the rankings. And they like Homer Simpson out of the situation.
Is Spot a name I should recognize?
So, they said Spot like they weren't sure what the person's name was.
Okay.
And you get the feeling that, you know, both of you and Maevis knowing how Dot is, Dot probably made sure that you drink was stopped in the break room.
I think Todd will shoot a quick text off to Dot and be like, I owe you 13.
More like 14 at this point. And then immediately sends back, fuck that guy. But yeah, you guys have a job if you want to look at what your job is. So you guys can look at it. It does have like some vague profiles of who you'll be interacting with during the thing, and what it looks like. So it looks like you guys are going to be going to a location. It looks like a junkyard, and going against the Junkyard Bros in some sort of maybe like fight, maybe demolition derby style thing. It does say to be camera ready because apparently the Junkyard Bros have like drone cameras on site for the fight. They like to live stream everything. So they're those kinds of superheroes.
I'm assuming my jellyfish tentacles and trunk have worn off by now.
Yes, yeah. You had a little bit of like a hangover the day after they wore off, and you made some notes to be like, oh, okay, like I need to add some like electrolytes or something to the mix. But yeah, you're back to normal. So you do see that there are 3 heroes listed under the Junkyard Bros. There's Excavator, Bulldozer, and Wrecking Ball. Yeah. So
is Excavator still starting with the letter X?
No, but it is with like a large X instead of like a normal small X.
Okay.
It's like small E, big X, and then the rest of the word.
Where were they ranked at compared to the last team that we had a mission against? Is there like, are they up and comers like the last ones, or?
So they're not up and comers. They're established, but they focus more on like the live stream social media like fans than they do like trying to be like a mainstream, get the Coca-Cola sponsorship deal or get that sponsorship deal. They make like from what you can see, like they get easily on a stream they'll get like 6-7 million views during a stream.
Oh my God.
Like in the streaming world they're pretty big.
I think my kids know about them then for sure. My kids are big fans, so like yeah, I think I've heard of them before. I
think your youngest probably has a like poster that they did like a merch sale of this group, and I think your youngest has been running around the house like a wrestler, being like, "You can't handle the excavator."
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, Gigador. That's the kid's name. He's as a postman. Okay. Oh gosh. Ooh, that's not gonna be good if I. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be. We'll see how this goes.
Really? I don't want to fight them. They're terrible, and they need a PR manager really, really, really bad.
I understand where you're coming from, but it is the job, and it's the only way I can fund my own experiments.
maybe, Maevis, this will be the fight where we beat them so bad that it forces them to hire a PR manager.
That'd be
agrees.
nice. And just we couldn't get anybody cooler. Somebody that actually like them meet.
Yeah.
Because our son says that they were the coolest people ever. So I mean,
And I think in like typical like proud parent fashion, you show like a little clip of a video you took of your youngest who like leaps off the back of the couch going, "You can't handle the excavator," onto his like little stuffy.
see.
The kid is like already like 6 feet tall though.
Yeah, he probably just broke it. Yeah, just
Can I do a confession game real quick?
Yep.
Just like the video Grizlar showed was cute, but like, I mean, the Junkyard Bros, like they're demographic, they target children, right? Like with their streams and stuff, and like they're really just really annoying. And I don't know. I kind of think this fight is beneath us, but I mean, I guess it is the job.
Yeah. We can flashback. You guys do have a little bit more information on the Junkyard Bros. Despite the name, they're not bros. In fact, they're not all dudes. The excavator is probably the least intimidating looking of them. They're like a 5'6" when they're not in their like superhero form. 5'6", probably skinny little dude. When they go into their superhero form, they're an earth elemental, so the rocks attach to their body and they grow in size a little bit. Bulldozer is a metal man that is able to manipulate his shape. So often takes the form of a bulldozer in scenes in their streams to knock over some supervillains. And there is Wrecking Ball, who, from what you can see in the profile, is a non-binary. It says strongman in air quotes because of that, made of stone. And so you see them kind of have this like gray, like speckling to them, and you see that they're coming down, and one of their hands is like just like a giant like metal ball almost, as they smack, or the picture of them in the profile is them smacking it across the face of someone.
And these are heroes, right? So they're a hero group. That's the main thing too. They're gotcha. Okay.
They're a live stream hero group.
Live stream hero group.
What is the like objective of the job? What are we supposed to be doing in relation to this hero group?
You're supposed to be putting on a good show.
Okay.
So it's all about for them like putting on a good stream, getting the views. If you can pull off some cool moves that will play well for the cameras. They're probably gonna throw some weird shit at you. Maevis is very well aware of them, that they like to do it in their junkyard because they can like knock piles of cars onto people and do all kinds of shit. So they've decided to not try for the mainstream corporate-y sponsorship thing, and instead just do it off the live streams, and like they do live events for their fans sometimes, and merch signing and all of that, so that they don't have to do any of the corporate sponsorships, media deals.
Dang. Well, Grizlar's gonna be trying to get an autograph, so we'll see how that when it happens. But and it's at the junkyard, so it's at their
Yeah, it's at their junkyard. Like I said, they did note that there would be several drone cameras in place for it. There is like a note at the very bottom of the file of like where their junkyard is located is very public, so be prepared for like live fans watching.
It's not dangerous. Is there anything in here too that we can't do? Because the last time I think we couldn't break things technically. Is there anything in here that says that we?
There's nothing
Couldn't
like
do
this in
anything.
here.
Okay.
There's probably a reason they host it in a junkyard, because they want things to be broken, things to be thrown, things to be bashed in and crashed and smashed, and plays very well for the camera and maybe some live fans who take up spots around.
I was gonna say, is this a live event?
Yeah, I mean, you would know that from both Maevis and the file that that's all they do is live streamed events.
No, not live stream, but like our witnesses crowds going to be at this specific.
Oh, like a preset event. I get it. Like
Yeah.
it's like a pre-scheduled.
It's not
Yeah.
a preset event, but there is a note at the bottom of the file that the junkyard location is a public, like, people know where the address for it is. So there might be fans there trying to see if something's going to happen, but that this event in particular is not like billed as a live event. It's a live streamed thing.
Okay. That seems dangerous for. I mean, Maevis, you said these are primarily kids that are fans of this group.
I mean, yeah, they kind of target it with their like stream and stuff.
Yeah. Have any audience members ever been injured in the course of the live streams?
If not, that might be a good way to put on a good show.
That might be. Well, I don't want to hurt a child.
I
but
like
that would-
Dr. Rash is
that
like,
would
let's
be the
fuck up
PR
some
incident.
kids.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure, though. I feel like people would have made a big deal if it out of it on social media if it had happened.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll try and be a little cautious on this. I don't want to hurt a bystander.
Unless absolutely necessary.
I mean,
I don't
Grizlar
want to
thinks
hurt. Yeah.
I just love that Dr. Rash was like, let's fuck up some kids.
Well, Grizlar thinks that is a good life lesson, though. I mean, sometimes things happen, so it's not.
My job is be a villain. I'm gonna be a villain.
It's okay, Todd. I don't want to hurt any bystanders either.
I mean, as far as life lessons go, this isn't like look both ways before crossing the street. This is like don't go into the lion's den.
Speaking of hurting bystanders, do we get a new intern?
I mean, you don't have Vi, who is the reason you get assigned an intern. So, no.
Todd holds up the thermos and is like, I mean, I've been brewing a fresh batch every day, whenever she eventually comes back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Grizlar's been trying every day. They keep getting the runaround, so.
Do. Your call is appreciated. You're a valued member of our workforce. Please stay on the line. Do.
Been on hold for 3 hours, but it's fine.
So this job does sound fairly simple, though. I do have a good idea for a particular combination of animal attributes that I might work on before we leave.
Can Grizlar ask what they are?
Something with acid.
Okay. Ooh, and we can get tools, right? I know we can if we need to, we can pick up supplies and stuff like that before we go.
Yes, though I may suggest don't have Dr. Ash with you when you go see Ocho for equipment.
Didn't work out well last time.
Grizlar's trying to bridge the gap, so if he does go, he will take him because he's trying to rekindle that family bond. But yeah.
Yeah, so if you go see Ocho again, as soon as Dr. Rash enters, you just have things thrown at you.
I try to step in between, like, Ocho, Grizlar, so happy to stop by.
I have 6 feet of clearance.
Yeah, I was like, still plenty of room for Ocho to throw shit at Dr. Rash.
Ocho, Grizlar, and your father just came down just to, get a couple items.
I think he comes around the counter with like one of those big push brooms, and it's just like brushing, like sweeping you and Dr. Rash out of the room, like while smoking like a chimney from the cigar hanging from his mouth.
That's terrible form. You're not sweeping the right way. You're not gonna
get the fuck out.
I brought you into this world. I'll take you out of it.
You didn't bring me into shit. You just made it worse.
Life is pain. Deal with it.
Yeah, and so is this door. And he just closed it in your face.
I think that went well. Yes, that was progress. He said more words this time. So
did he throw anything useful at us?
I don't know. Roll me a circumstantial D20 to see if he threw anything useful at you.
Do you want to do a Grizlar?
Okay, let's see. Hopefully roll something, because we want to shoot high, right? You want to get a high roll, I
Yeah,
assume?
you want high.
Okay, let's go. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, so I think there's probably like 2 useful items in that pile that maybe are things you were looking for. So like, what are the 2 items you were looking for? Or at least 2 of the items you were going to ask for.
Well, something with probably a vial of acid, I assume, right? So you can kind of use that to...
Well, the
maybe with the creature pulse.
Make the acid themselves.
Gotcha, okay. What's our question? 2 useful items for a junkyard.
I want like a stasis gun. I want to be able to like stop junk that's being thrown from hitting anything.
I like that. Can we have one of those?
I don't know that he would throw a gun at you.
Well, he has so many arms, he wasn't looking, so maybe he just like tosses something accidentally, like, oh, chucks a gun, it happens.
I'm pretty sure a gun is not gonna get thrown at you, but I will give you like maybe like a repulsion, like a grenade, like a singular repulsion grenade.
Okay. Repulsion grenade.
Also, I want to point out, if you like have me start throwing guns at you, I'm gonna make you to roll to see if those guns go off when they're being thrown at you.
Alright, Grizlar's fine with that. Grizlar took that roll.
So what's your second item? So you have a repulsion grenade.
I'm open to any ideas that anyone has for a second item that we could use.
Well, I know that Maevis is a good fighter, but the guys that we're going up against sound really like physically strong and stuff like that. So if anyone has anything that they feel like they're lacking that might help them against a strong enemy, a physically strong enemy, that might help.
Ooh, so maybe a specialized shield of some sort that Maevis could possibly use, like a all-purpose shield. Is that?
I will give you a collapsible shield.
Okay.
We're really stretching the bounds of what an octopus can throw at you. A whole ass kite shield is not something.
It's not just an octopus. This one made by Dr. Rash, so this is a super, the next level.
Although I think I did describe him at first as just like an octopus walking around on his tentacles. It was basically
yeah, just an octopus walking around on his tentacles. But yeah, so you got a collapsible shield and a repulsion grenade before you head off to the junkyard. I will give the viewers a little sneak peek into what this junkyard looks like before we go to break. Ha 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 ha. A little tricky on that. So yeah, when we come back from the break, we'll see how our group does against the Junkyard Boys Junkyard Bros. Broseph. And how that whole live streamed battle goes for them. In the meantime, go get some water, stand up and stretch, maybe do some calisthenics on a jumping platform trampoline thing, like 80s style. Otherwise, we will see you all back here right after the break. Bye. Hello and welcome back to what I'm sure will be a fantastic and non-chaotic time in the junkyard. You may notice we had some shuffling of people around, so we're going to get into shuffling their characters in and out as well. So you all are standing there trying to come up with a game plan about how you're gonna to get into this junkyard, how you're gonna set up so you can be prepared for this live stream. You did clock the drones that you can see flying around, probably to capture video and stuff for the live stream. And as you are about to go into this junkyard, Todd gets a text message, and it's from Dottie, and all it says is 911 flame emoji. And Dot doesn't really like panic, but it's like copy and pasted like 4 times. It's like ding 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 ding. So Todd like fumbles with the propulsion grenade you gave them from the equipment you guys picked up, and the thermos of tea that Todd has been keeping on hand for if Vi possibly comes back, and just like relay race hands those off in a big bundle to you, Grizlar, and like takes off running. And as you're like, okay, you all get a notification on your phone that's an email with just the subject line, "Please stand by." And as you hear that, you feel this like pressure build, and it builds and builds and builds until your ears almost pop, and it's almost like a vortex popping sound happens, and then shwoop, Vi's in a spot beside you. We got Todd and gone, and Vi is back.
What?
Grizlar feeling mixed emotions. But Vi, you're back.
I'm back. And you slyly see her slide something in her pocket. That was we're outside. What?
Yes.
What the fuck? And it kind of like changes perspective to miss what she was saying.
Oh yes, we're the team got a new mission, fighting the Junkyard Bros. Lives there, I guess, influencers. I think it's what they're called. Who's not sure.
Ew.
You have to put on a good show.
Ew. Okay. That's fine. What's the plan?
Yes, that's a great question.
That's basically it. We're gonna go in there. We're going to fight them until it's not entertaining anymore.
And maybe just make it cool. Not that Grizlar's kids are gonna be watching, but this is it's maybe just
Oh, those Junkyard Bros.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
You
So,
do,
like-
I remember at some point buying Grizlar's kids like the action figure.
Yes. Vi remembers. Okay. So, like, on the specs of this job, are we allowed to cause them harm and damage? Like, maybe it would look really cool if we like knocked just one of them completely out. Is that within the specs?
So pretty much the specs were make a good show, make it fun and exciting. End result, you do have to lose, but it doesn't say anything specific outside of that.
I think a close battle is pretty cool in Grizlar's opinion. I mean, exciting.
Yeah.
So what we do is we go in there, we beat the hell out of them, and then at the end we lay down and go, "Oh no, you won."
It's basically how we're approaching things.
Yeah. I say I say that it looks that it'd be really cool to maybe some nephews if we took one of them down and then the other two could be like, no, and then overwhelm us.
All right, so which one's your favorite or your least favorite? Is it wrecking ball, excavator, or bulldozer?
Which one?
I think bulldozer. Grizlar doesn't like bulldozer that much, but
Yeah, that's a good one to take down.
All right.
And just
a propulsion grenade! And I like take the stuff out of Grizlar because Grizlar's been holding this.
you just
And like takes that stuff out.
And your tea. We have your tea just in case.
Thank you.
Yes, Todd did make sure to fresh brew you tea before they left for the junkyard just in case.
Not direction, not touch the tea this time.
And she smells it. She's gonna tuck it away, but I don't know where.
Well, that's a good question. Does Vi wear clothes?
Vi has, yes, we did talk about this.
Okay.
Vi has the distinctly different She-Hulk expandable like bodysuit. So it's long leggings and like goes down to her wrist, and it's black against her purple skin. And then when she transforms, it does become like short sleeve and shorts, but it expands to keep her kaiju lady bits covered.
I'm sorry. I gotta take a moment from kaiju lady bits.
Yep.
A new band name. A new band name right there. There we go.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Kaiju Lady Bitch.
Lady Bits.
So recovering from that. So you are outside of this junkyard. Like I said, you do very easily see the drones they have kind of like hovering and floating around the junkyard. You don't see the heroes as of yet, but Grizlar, you've probably watched a couple of their live streams with your kids. You know they like to make an entrance during their live streams. So they're probably like set up somewhere to make an entrance. But yeah, the front gate has been left unlocked for you. It does have a note that says please secure it behind you. As you remember from the briefing, those that were there. It does mention that they do their address is public, so there may be fans that come by to watch the live stream because they know a live stream event is happening here. So it might behoove you to make sure the gate is locked and closed behind you. So
We wouldn't want to put any citizens in danger, would we?
I mean, they should know better, but it's fine.
I would like to point out they should know better. However, every live streamer, YouTuber, people don't know better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that means we can set up then, right? So we can just go in and kind of just okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in and gonna lock the door behind. I'm gonna close it behind us as soon as we all get in. I'll close it.
Yeah, and it is pretty set up. It does seem to be a functioning junkyard. Like there's a car crusher and like a crane and things like that. Like it is a functioning junkyard. But probably also a good place to have live streams that you think are going to be destructive, because it doesn't matter if things in the junkyard get broken. So if y'all want to set up where you want to be before whatever live stream happens, you should have the ability to move your tokens around on that.
I still like mine's a janitor. It's so good. I'm going on a pile.
It's not the job he has.
Exactly. I want to stand on a pile of something.
So when on this map, so for this building in the northwest corner, is this just like a place where is this literally a garage, or are there like tools and things?
So what you see is the roof of the garage. The building itself is closed, but it does have those kind of like rolling doors that you would typically see in any kind of like garage that takes care of cars, like the big ones so that you can roll the car in or roll the car out. But it doesn't seem to currently be open. It might be where they are staging, it might not be. But the roof is available if you want to post up on it.
And what does this other structure, what does the purpose of it look like? This like shed looking thing over here?
So there are no walls. It's just like it looks like maybe outdoor storage. It has the covering from the rain, but there's no it's got some like crates in there and maybe barrels. But it doesn't look like it's like it doesn't have the walls of a building. It looks more like outside storage or covered area.
Vi is crawling into this pile of tires so she cannot be seen. She is currently hidden.
I love the visual of you just gonna bury into the tires. I would like to point out to our viewers, this is not to scale, okay? This is not like D&D. I don't have to have shit to scale. Yes, the players are big, but that's so we can see them.
No, we're giants, okay? We're giants.
Because technically, right now, the way Grizlar is scaled, he is as wide as the car he's on top of is, which is not to scale, but it's so we can see him.
Yeah, he's 3 foot tall and just super wide. Just really, really wide.
All his kaiju height went into width.
God, that'd be disturbing.
I do imagine, knowing what they were coming here to do, Maevis is already, transformed and then gets up on the roof. Gotta make a cool entrance when we start fighting, so gotta be on the roof.
Smart.
And you do hear, you do see, once you all have gotten set up, you do see, a very skinny, dude with clipboard and thick rimmed hipster glasses and very dense handlebar mustache come out of one of the doors of the garage. And he just kind of like walks to the center, like looking around, and he's like, "Okay, is everyone ready?"
Do we have another intern for the shot this time, or did somebody have to take the injection with them and it's on their person?
I would take. I mean, could we? I mean, I think Grizlar would definitely.
Yeah, if Grizlar,
if he knows about it.
If you want to take it, you can, because technically who was your intern, Todd, is now a full-time employee, so I don't know HR has quite caught up into giving you a new intern.
Okay, then before we scattered, Vi would have whispered to Grizlar, don't give me the injection until the fight's over.
Okay. Grizlar understands.
All right, everyone, we ready? Hey. So, what we'll do is you'll see the drone cameras, and you get a feeling he's probably like their producer or live stream manager in some capacity. Well, you'll see the drone cameras go live and position themselves. You'll hear some warning beeps. You'll hear 3 of them, and then we'll go actually live. The live stream will start. You'll hear some music flare up. There'll be a beat, and then we'll have the heroes introduced one by one in some way for the stream, and then the full fight will start. You guys locked the gate, right?
Yes, Grizlar did. Grizlar locked the gate. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And he looks at his watch and goes, "Great timing with that." And as he's saying like great timing with that, you hear like a little bit of a roar, like that crowd just like noise that happens when there's a huge crowd. And it looks like having come out of like some sort of public transit like train or tunnel, this horde of like probably tweens to early teens, kids just like encircle all of the fencing of this junkyard and start like hammering it back and forth and like just making like general noise and hoot and hollering and very like enthusiastic. You do see the fence at some point like bend in a little bit. Great. Okay, I'm gonna go man the live stream. Have fun! And he goes back into the building. And you do see the drones kind of like resettling and getting like a good view of like y'all. There's already one there. One readjust to get a good view there. And you do see they have like a little like LED almost dome on the top of them that goes red for being live. And you do hear boop, boop, boop. And then like as soon as the last boop happens, the crowd swells and goes crazy with noise, and also like blaring through like some subwoofers maybe hidden in the junk or something is like this very deep bass heavy like riff, and you do see like sparklers or pyrotechnics going off in like certain areas of the junkyard, and you hear, "Are you ready?" And the crowd answers with just like chaos, "I can hear you," and they go more crazy. And you hear the music gets like increases and then kind of seems like it switches over to maybe like a theme music. I don't know if you guys remember like the 90s wrestling scene, but everyone had theme entrance music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They still do. Mm-hmm.
They still do, but it was way crazier back then, guys. The costumes, the personas, the theme music. Anyways, you do hear that it switch and it goes kind of to like a guitar solo entrance music, and you see just kind of like rising out of the ground, as if like having been under or part of the earth, is a at first not intimidating looking fellow, and he comes out of the earth, lands, turns to the nearest camera, gives a kind of like a smirky wink, and then you just see and bits of earth fly onto him, and he becomes this like giant rock man. Actually, I think that is a bulldozer. This is an excavator? Look, I don't know stuff for construction. And he just kind of like has chunks of rock and stone and stuff attached to him until he becomes this big, giant earth elemental, essentially. And he just kind of like strikes a pose, and the crowd goes crazy, and the fence bends in a little bit more. And you hear the music shift over to more like a drum solo kind of deal. And you see kind of just like casually strolling out of that garage, what looks to be a metal man, kind of like a beefier bodybuilder version of like the Silver Surfer, where like that kind of like sheen metal man look to him. And he just kind of like comes out of the door, gives a salute to the crowd, and a wink, finger guns to the camera, as people just continue to go crazy. Every time one of them are being shown off, the like fencing is getting like pushed in and out by the fans that have just completely coated the outside where there's viewable area. And you hear the entrance music shifts again, and just kind of like swinging out of nowhere and onto a junk pile is the last of the heroes, Wrecking Ball, non-binary, strongman, kind of like in that very stereotypical visual of like a strongman from the circuses with like, leotard, very built, like maybe could hold a barbell in one hand kind of deal. Almost that like rock crystalline texture of like the Thing, or like, where they're clearly fully made of this stuff. And people go crazy, and you see the little producer guy peek his head out of the door and kind of like give you all a nod. like that's your cue.
Grizlar just lets out the loudest roar that he's done in a minute. Super loud roar. He's gonna point at the bulldozer, just like give him like that dramatic kind of point with the claw.
I will point out. Let me see. Oh yeah, bulldozer is technically the strongest of them.
Oh, the one we decided to take down is the strongest of them. Cool.
Well, it's the one I can attack. I have to go after the strongest.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I was thinking the strongest one for Grizlar, because he has to go after who he perceives as the strongest.
That works.
The kaiju way, okay.
So I'll give you all a chance to do one action before we go ahead and go into initiative for like the actual battle part. Since they took their one action to do entrances, you all have a moment if you want to do an action before the festivities, as they were, begin.
I mean, the only thing I can think of, because Rash is not caught up in all this nonsense, Rash is just gonna like yell at Wrecking Ball and just be like, "Yo, help me siphon gasoline. I can use the hydrocarbons to create bonding agents." He's just like, he's like, I might as well collect stuff for my own experiments while I'm here.
You just kind of get like a head tilt and a slightly confused look. The whole time, even with the like slightly confused look and head tilt, Wrecking Ball is clearly in like bodybuilder like struck
All the pose.
so that any like still frames they take from this live stream, they just look fantastic and like ripped in.
Dr. Ash just was out, whatever. Just still started looking through trash.
So Dr. Rash is looking through trash. Grizlar, is there anything besides pointing at the bulldozer?
Yeah, he'll say, you think you can take us on? You couldn't handle Grizlar by himself, so you guys are not going to. You guys, it's hard because he's not cool, so it's like he's trying his best, like trying too hard. Like, you guys cannot take us down. We're here to clean up this mess.
I like to think like the first part of that is cool, and it would have been cool if you had stopped, but being Grizlar, you did not stop, and you just kept going. And so it just kind of like became not cool.
God, okay, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, because like drama's not your thing. Grizlar's thing is he can only do action. So like, it would have been cool if you had stopped with that short one-liner, but you did not. You just kept going.
True. We all have our talents, so it's fine. We all have our talents.
Maevis, is there anything you would like to do before it kicks off?
Maevis is on the roof. She turns around, she takes out her cell phone, and she's going to take a selfie, making sure to get Bulldozer in the background, and then send it to Simon before they start fighting.
You're like, gotta let the maybe girlfriend know what's going on. Cool. Vi, is there anything you want to do hidden under your tires before it kicks off?
Vi is just like waiting patiently. She does have her little pocket knife in her hand. She is not moving, not being visible.
All right. We all know what maybe the pocket knife means. We'll see what happens. Yep. Okay. I gotta unlock it. So we're gonna go ahead and flip some cards for you to see what is going to happen. Whether or not that be fun or shenanigans, we'll see here in a second.
Penelope, you're in the way. Baby girl. Thank you.
Yeah, so how we're going to handle this from what I see is it's going to be a little split. So it looks like we have Dr. Rush and Grizlar up at the top. And what's going to happen is one of them is going to go. Let me figure out which one. I'll just do a quick roll. Wow, that does not bode well. So that's going to be the excavator goes first, and then it will be Maevis and Vi, and then the other two will go Bulldozer and Wrecking Ball. So between Grizlar and Dr. Rush, you can decide which of you go first, because you guys are kind of like grouped together. Who would like to go first?
I mean, Grizlar's going to hold his action. He wants to wait till Bulldozer gets close enough so he can jump off of the pile and use like his spines to kind of land on him. So he needs to wait until Bulldozer gets close enough to attempt that move.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Then I will. There's like a big machine over here in like the southwest corner. Is this like the car crusher thing, or?
Sure.
I'll start making a move for a big machine. See what I can do with it.
Or yeah, you can move that way. So Grizlar is holding their action until Bulldozer gets closer. I didn't even give myself a hard name, and I'm having trouble. And I think with that, excavator is, let's see, going to just run full bear at the pile that Grizlar is on. Can't quite make it all the way there yet, but just full barreling down on Grizlar. Maevis and Vi, you can decide what order, since you all are grouped together, you would like to go.
Maevis can go first.
Okay. Let's see. Bulldozer is right there. So I think this is going to be the jump off the roof, and I guess I would like to go for that lunar arc strike that she used against Jin. And I didn't open my character sheet. Hold on 1 second. Just to make sure I have all the right dice.
It's gonna look sick for the cameras.
And actually, as you say, it's gonna look sick for the cameras. You do notice, like, one flies over to get this view, and the one behind you does fly to get, like, it's gonna follow you down.
I do want to say Grizlar did not say that out loud. I do want to say he's learned his lesson, so he did not say that out loud.
He's learned his lesson.
I think you say that now, but we'll see if that holds true.
Okay. So it is D20, and I think +5 with everything. So we'll fingers crossed. We'll see how this goes. 19.
Okay, yeah, that does hit Bulldozer's action defense.
Okay, cool. And I think, especially because this is like a much bigger like stage than the paintball area, so she jumps off, and like as she does this, like you actually get like the overlay of the moon as she arcs the sword down and stuff, and of course it, lunar arc is strike.
Would you like to roll on the action chart to see what you have gotten? You just roll a D20.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. 11.
11. Let's see. 11 for
damage.
Which I believe means they lose a thing that they're using.
They lose one prop.
And one prop can't be used. This prop is selected by your opponent, so you get a pick. This does not have to be your prop. They can choose none. Its functionality is restored before the next scene. So, as you're coming down to swipe / stab, I don't know if this move is a slash or a stab. You tell me.
It's a slash.
Okay. What part of their get up do you hit and knock away and break?
Their head.
Get up, not body, Vide. They didn't get death.
Describe for me what they're wearing again.
So Bulldozer is kind of decked out almost like a rock man. So if you want, I'll let you take away some of his armor, because he does get harder to hit with his bulkiness. So if you want to knock off some of that armor and make that part of it broken a little bit vulnerable. That's probably the easiest to do. If you want to cut off his costume, I guess you could also do that. That might get the live stream rated.
Yeah, we'll kick some of his offer, or some of his armor.
Okay, so you are down by him now, and I will say that drone did follow you down in that arc. So now you guys have drones kind of flying around you, catching the action. Vi, what would you like to do?
Because Vi is hidden, I was using Hank's tail to hide. Hank, you're being a nuisance, and I'm gonna make you go. Hey, hello. Okay, bye.
Oh, team mascot.
Yeah, Vi's gonna prick her finger very deeply. And as she grows, she purposely picked these tires so that it would look very dramatic as they fly all over the place, like an explosion of tires. As she comes out and is
awesome.
Chris was like, "You've done it now."
So I think this drone repositions itself to like focus on that. This one's gonna fly back to come some backup there. This one's gonna follow Dr. Rash to see what the heck Dr. Rash is doing. And Bulldozer has a giant monster behind them. and someone who just kind of stabbed them a little bit in front of them. So I think what's gonna happen is they've probably worked together for a while. They trust each other. Bulldozer's going to try and attack Maevis because they trust that either Excavator or Wrecking Ball is going to handle whatever nonsense is going on behind them. So Bulldozer. Math is hard, guys. So that's gonna be a 14 to hit, even with their rolled 5. They have high stats, guys.
That will hit.
Okay, so you're gonna take that hit from them. They're just using their fists. They have like rock fists at this point. So you took off a chunk of, we'll say, like their like shoulder, chest armor area with that slash and land. You did a cool like 3-point landing with your sword out, and they just kind of like wind up and like come up with an uppercut right at you. We do get to roll on the action chart. And that is a 17, and a 17 is explosion! Yeah! All I needed to do was put you all in a junkyard, and I get explosion!
It's happening!
Yes!
It's finally happening.
So with explosions, the person before you in the turn order skips their turn. This may not be a literal explosion, but something goes chaotically wrong and affects the area where the scene is occurring. So what I think happens, because I can't think of where his punch causes a literal explosion, unfortunately. Besides tower set.
This causes some sort of magical explosion from...
Yeah, so I think as he goes to wind up and uppercut you, his knuckles kind of drag along the ground, and as he pulls up to connect with you, there's an explosion of rock and earth that just kind of like goes with you to make it seem like an even harder hit than it actually is. And so, since you all are grouped together, I will let you decide if you or Vi loses their next turn. Since it's whoever before you.
I think it should be Maevis.
Okay. So we'll...
I kind of also, no offense, agree, because Vi would be like, "What did you just do?" But she can't speak. Yeah.
You speak kaiju at least, so you still got that at least.
Yes.
Maevis lets out like a very, very magical girl anime scream as it's knocked back.
And I think you hear playing. I'm not gonna do that because I'll probably get copyright struck if I do. But over the speakers, you hear a very loud, bassy version of Wrecking Ball start to play. As you see Wrecking Ball back up and take a running leap off of the jug pile they're on, and seems to almost manifest some sort of force or string that they grab a hold of and use it to swing towards Vi to try and kick him in the face. We'll see if they manage to do it or not. But they do even strike the pose from the Wrecking Ball music video to the best of their ability. No, they have a much lower bonus to action rolls than their predecessor does. So that's only going to be a 7. I'm assuming that does not hit your action by.
You muted.
I was like about to say you're muted.
That does not hit in her new upgraded form. I did drop the numbers in the Discord, but she has a much higher action defense.
So
let's go. Let's go.
They failed on an action, so you get to roll to see what happens to them on the action chart.
Heck yes.
Explosion again.
Where is the... Why is it not showing me the D20? Oh, there's the base D20.
10 injured. They skip their next turn. So yeah, they go to like swing into your face, and I think what happens is you just kind of like do a casual swat, and they kind of like tumble to the ground, kind of like roll on the ground and maybe hit some like a rock or something. So they're trying to get up but haven't quite gotten up yet. So back to the top, Dr. Rush and Grizlar, it is your turn.
Did Grizlar use his held action too?
Well, he didn't come closer to me, I guess.
The held action was based upon Bulldozer getting closer.
Okay.
Could I do we have the, can I at least make it to this one and jump on him from this pile? Will that be possible?
To make it to the pile and then jump off the pile to attack him might be a little much in a single round, unless you want to roll an action roll to see if you can make it that far and still have an attack to do. Because you're either climbing off of one pile and walking over and climbing up another pile, or trying to jump that gap to get from one pile to the other and then attack.
So can I just go him to come to me then? Kind of like just, since Maevis got kicked away, can I just give him a look then or something? Would that be possible or no? Is it not a roll for the action to see if I can make it?
I don't know that he would see a look because he's looking at Maevis, but you can try and goad him if you want.
I would just roar really loudly. I would just roar to get his attention. And if that don't work, then I'll try to... I'm going to roar it really down, then see if he even looks at me. If not, then I'll roll to see if I can make it. If that's fair.
So give me... So you can only do drama challenges, but I'm going to still have... Or action challenges. I'm still going to have you roll drama, but I'll give you a -2 to it since it's something you're not technically...
I'm just gonna try to make it over. I'm gonna try to make it over.
Okay. Roll me action to try and make it to the pile.
With a 13, be able to make it?
So you can make it on the pile, but with a 13, I don't know you can make it on the pile and attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have at least
Well, we can
crossed
look at it now.
that gap without like injuring yourself, causing an explosion, etc.
I'll get him that fine. Third round is a charm. All right,
Um,
that's my action done.
this poor bulldozer guy has got Grizlar to one side, Vi to the other, and Luna in front of him. So Dr. Ash, what would you like to do?
If I can make it to the big crane, what I'm imagining in my head, and if I gotta use what I'm imagining, if it's not already this, I'll use a backstory point for it, is one of those big cranes with the giant magnets
Mhm.
that kind of hang. Would Rash be able to get into the machine and start getting it to run?
So if you want to use a backstory point to make it one of those machines, you totally can. I would say roll me a mystery to see if you can work the controls. Because they're not always the like best labeled controls.
All right, so with my -3, it's an 8.
It's an 8. You turn it on, but you're not quite sure how to like move the arm or activate the magnet on it. But it's at least has gas or power or whatever it needs to turn on.
Cool. Then Dr. Rash is just gonna start like pushing and pulling levers and just trying to see if what happens.
Oh God, just randomly pulling stuff. We'll come to the consequences of that in a second. It is Excavator's turn, and I think seeing what's going on here, I think he's gonna like skid to a halt and change direction, and come at Vi. So Excavator, let's see what your stats are. Ooh, okay. Does a 22 hit your action defense?
Mhm.
Who are they swinging at?
They are swinging at Vi.
Okay, sorry. Everything got disconnected. What was the number?
22.
Yeah.
They rolled a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that'll hit me, so I lose a plot point.
Yep, you lose a plot point.
Unless
Yeah, you
can
could.
you use plot armor too?
You
Right
can
or no?
only use plot armor to stop a results chart effect.
Got
from
you.
happening. You can't
Gotcha,
use
okay.
it to stop plot armor from being lost. So the results chart is going to be a 6, which is injured. So you would skip your next turn unless you want to use a plot armor to stop that from happening.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use a plot armor to stop that.
Cool.
'Cause I'm gonna get him.
And then Maevis is on the ground. How are you trying to get up? How you feeling? You just got like uppercut punched, exploded.
She's definitely groans. I imagine like she's got like debris and rocks and stuff that were thrown on her on top of her, and so she's just trying to like roll them off of her so she can get up. But it's very like a.
And I think you also like hear the slight like whirring of like the drone getting close and kind of like doing a slow pan around. Vi, it's your turn.
Heck yeah. It's a little too crowded.
Mm-hmm.
How big would you say Excavator is?
Excavator is probably like 6 feet tall. Well, he's not the bulkiest of them.
Okay. Vi, we have a focus. We have a focus on Bulldozer. Vi wants to get Excavator out of here. She wants to pick him up and throw him.
Okay.
Oof. Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll action to see.
Okay. Ooh. Shit, I was only an 11.
That does not hit their action defense. So let's see what happens. You know what? I'm gonna spend a plot armor. It doesn't happen. Doesn't exist. Doesn't get thrown, but doesn't happen. I can do that. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So you go to grab Excavator instead of just scooping up Excavator. Excavator like grabs your hand and kind of like holds you there and like digs in their heel. So it's like engaging with you. As a drum gets a little closer, so that you get good luck. Get a good look. I think this drum's coming over to see Dr. Ash do whatever Dr. Ash is doing. Okay, we did those. It is Bulldozer and Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is injured, so gets up, can do stuff next time. Bulldozer has giant creature to one side, yelling creature to the other. So I think they're going to try and punch the pile that Grizlar is on to see if they can make something happen, knock it over kind of deal.
Okay.
So essentially do an action against you.
Okay.
Try.
Yeah, that's going to hit. Well, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I rolled terrible with the heroes last time you guys did a fight, and now I'm rolling really well with the heroes. So let's see what happens on the results chart. 16. Explosion! Man, this dude's just really good at explosions, apparently.
Okay, and my turn is next. So, like, explosion, like upwards or what? Like, what kind of explosion are you talking about?
So
I'm thinking of using plot armor, but I'm going to wait to see how you're going to describe it first to see if I want to.
So I think what he does, he's dealt with Maevis for the moment, and he's got two villains on either side of him. I think he like turns and like launches himself sideways at the pile that you're on, and hits it and crumples it a little bit. And whether it be that there's still gas in one of the cars that you're on top of, or that maybe they planted some pyrotechnics there and he knows that, as he crunches in, it explodes upwards and like throws you into the air.
Hell yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you're somewhere floating in the ether, in the air.
That's what he wanted anyway, so it works out.
Loaded up.
And there is a moment.
What comes up must come down.
There is a moment where Grizlar and Vi can look eye to eye in this height.
Yep. Yeah, there's a time you're like upside down and like spinning a little bit, and you make it eye to eye with Vi. Wrecking Balls, like I said, turns and skips, so we're back up at the top. Dr. Ash, Grizlar.
I want to see what happens with Dr. Rash first, and then I have my idea, but I want to see what's going to happen with that.
So are you going about this in a slow, methodical way of like pull this, see what happens, put it back? Are you just like grabbing as many of them as you can?
No, how complicated can this machine possibly be? I know exactly. I can tell exactly how everything here works. Going to move it towards the grouping with everybody else so I can join in the battle.
Oh god.
If people missed
Definitely
it,
going to do it.
that look both Nekla and I did on how complicated can this thing be? Real complicated in construction equipment.
See, that wasn't just real complicated in my head. That was, of course, a man's doing that. I love you. I do. It was just the first thought I had.
How could it be? It's fine.
Dr. Ash operates on white man confidence. It's all good.
Even though he's a blobfish, it's white man confidence. So yeah. So I'm gonna have you roll me a circumstantial row, and you want over a 10. I want 10 or lower.
Don't really have anything that can add to this, so yeah, it's just a
It's
straight
gonna be a 20.
D20, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be straight 20 right here.
Okay.
16.
Okay. You get the car that's in front of you stuck on your magnet, but you find the one that activates the magnet that way, and you find the one that can raise and lower the arm of the crane. You haven't figured out side to side yet. So it started, you figured out the magnet, you figured out the up and down on the crane. 16. I'll even say you figured out like how to make it like go back and forth, and that it's not a like wheel kind of mechanism to drive it. It's more tank like, where there's like 2 levers on either side of you that control the treads, and you do forward and backwards, and forward and backwards on the different treads make you go different ways. So you get that figured out. But you do have a car stuck on the end. You can do up and down, drive it off if you want to.
I will raise the arm up and just go forward and bring the cart with me.
Currently, I will just remind you, currently forward is through 2 other cars.
Did I stutter?
Okay, I just wanted to remind you of that.
Let's go.
Just going through.
There's obstacles, okay? Nothing.
So it is part of the thing, so I can't show it moving, but I will show you moving as a representative. You all just see, like, suddenly over a pile of junk comes swinging a car into the ether in a crane, just like tank treading over this thing towards you. I will say you could probably get it to about there, having figured it out and everything. So Grizlar, you got exploded up into the air.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So inspired by Maevis and also his kids, because when they wrestle at home, like the kaiju slam, and he also Maevis says like the attack name, so he's gonna curl up into like a ball as he's flying in the air, and he's going to like a cannonball almost, and yell out kaiju slam as he tries to hit him with the spines. So he's gonna like do like a front flip in the air to kind of land him in the spines.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me action for that.
Mm-hmm. Just letting gravity do its thing. So
this is bulldozer. Oh, okay.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm not the only one rolling well today. So
yeah, imagine the camera's like panning around, seeing me get exploded. You know, he's probably like, it might be kind of posing, I assume.
So I think what happens camera-wise is this drone follows you through the explosion for a cool shot going through the explosion, flies past you to over you as you curl up into a ball, and follows you down as you slam onto Bulldozer from behind. So Bulldozer's gonna lose.
And I definitely yell kaiju slam as it happens too. Did you hear that? Like,
is kaiju slam TM like trademarked?
Yes, now it is. Yes. It's really quickly underneath it.
Go ahead and roll me another d20 to see what on the action result chart you get.
Let's get another explosion.
We went from rolling like no explosions ever to I think we've already had 2 this episode. So 20, bruised ego.
That fits. Unless you can use your things to negate it. But
yeah,
I like that.
I mean it's fine because it doesn't really do any mechanical effect to them. Bruised ego, their pride is hurt, their self is shaken, but no mechanical effect. So I'm fine with taking that.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. So I think you.
Okay, but like bruising his ego on live stream
Yeah. So I think what happens as you come down, he slams sideways into this, caused the explosion. You came down, and I think you get him right in the gut, and he like has to like curl around you. And he, I'm even gonna say he falls on his butt with that, because he like essentially catches you, spines and all, in the gut, and takes it all the way down to sitting on the ground. So you're essentially above him in that aspect. So with that, it is Excavator's turn. I think he's gonna take Vi's hand and almost try and do the very painful thing of just taking that hand backwards past where the wrist is supposed to stop that hand. You know, things that happen. Totally happens. Jesus Christ. This fight is gonna be interesting, guys. So does 23 hit?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he does that. He just bends your hand, like fights the power of you grabbing him and starts bending your hand backward more and more.
Oh, I'm gonna bite his head off.
I mean, you are in full monster mode, so who knows? And then we get a 9, which is injured. So you can, if you want, spend a plot armor to stop the injured chemical effects from taking effect, which would be that you skip your next turn. So you can use a plot armor if you desire to block that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I only have 1 left after this, so. Oof.
Yeah. But good news, Maevis, bye. It is your turn. Maevis, you're back up. You've coming out of whatever rubble or rocks you got thrown with in that punch explosion. Vi, you are face to face with one of them and have another one off. Well, actually, you get both of them on either side of you. Who would like to go?
Maevis, do you want to go since you missed your last one?
Yeah, I can go. I imagine that, like, since there a lot of time hasn't, like, passed yet, like, there's still, like, plenty of, like, dust kicked up, so we get the cool shot of Maevis walking out of the dust after she stands up. Bulldozer is, like, still hunched over from getting caught by Grizlar, right? Like caught in the stomach thing.
Has a full spiky ball Grizlar in their gut right now.
It's not necessarily what she's good at by her stats, but I would like her to walk over and use her magical girl strength to, like, pick him up and then uppercut him back.
Ooh.
You can definitely try. So it would be an action roll.
Would there be synergy since I'm kind of helping because I'm on him, like making it harder for him to, like, not do anything, kind of? I mean,
technically, if you want to try and flip me into that, I could flip you back and be like, you're on top of him, which would make it harder for him to be picked up.
Well, Grizlar's light though. He's been eating less, you know. It's fine.
I want to spend a BS point here, but I don't know if it actually would help me in the roll. So I get 1 dice for my action score for this. We'll see. Or 1 bonus here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I would like to use my lucky to reroll that.
Yeah, it was almost a 20. It was there for like half a second. That's
13. That is better.
It is better, but does not hit Bulldozer's action defense. At this point, y'all have tried to hit him and hit him enough. I'm gonna let you know his action defense is a 17. He has a full 7 to his action.
Is it after he got injured? Because she did take off some of his armor, so is it still 17 with that?
I mean, rolling only a 12 plus 1, 13, even having it,
True.
even taking off some for taking off his armor.
Would still not get it.
Still with that.
Damn. Next time.
But you at least go over there and engage, so you're all engaged here together. So you also have 2 drones checking things out. I think this drone probably moves now that one has come over. So yeah. At this point in the fight, Vi, I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna do a little kinky live streamy thing. So what would you like to do?
Is kinky the word we're using? Okay.
I said kinky, not kinky.
Oh.
That's what I thought I heard too. I was like, whoa.
Like hijinks.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
even
Okay.
The same thing. I was like, let's go.
I will notice that I also heard kinky, so just so that.
Okay. I said what I said. I'm biting him. I am a kaiju. I am going to put this whole man in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, what I will
Can I-
say before, if you roll a nat 20 on the d20, I will let you swallow this man.
Oh my god.
I hadn't even considered that. Okay.
Grizlar has his hand on the shot too. He knows he has to wait, but he's like, he doesn't want Vi to regret anything. So you know how Vi can, so yeah. So he's like, he's nervously watching upside down.
We are finally allowed to cause damage.
True. Go.
She is here. Okay. Oh, here we go.
That will.
Okay, but he's holding me and I'm holding on to him. I really feel like that would give me advantage.
Advantage isn't a thing that exists in TVRPG. That's why things like lucky exist.
I gave myself +4 to action and I'm rolling the shit. I'm refreshing the page. I'm refreshing the page.
I was like, I
Junkyard Bros.
helped you make your stats better.
Could you make the dice better?
No, I can't.
It's
I
bees. I'm
guess
allergic to the bees.
There are
we have
3 other sets there. There's
bees
the
dice.
Wretched Scavenger, there's the bees, and then there's the Myth Craft one. You just gotta select a different one. But yeah, so I don't think that hits. Even with his lower, Excavator does have lower action. I don't think an 8's gonna hit. I will reveal at this point because you guys have fought back and forth a little bit with Excavator. His action defense is a 13. So close, but no cigar.
Older to 17, Excavator 13. Okay.
So, you failed an action roll. Which means we roll on the action result chart. And 14 damaged. 1 prop can't be used. I'm gonna say you hurt yourself trying to bite Excavator. Excavator is, how did I describe Excavator? Excavator is a Earth Elemental Powers person, so you get a little chipped tooth thing going on. Some dental damage.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to pay attention.
You get some dental damage happening with that, trying to bite down on a rock man. And so with you guys are live streaming, what I'm going to do is we're going to figure out how well this live stream is going.
Oh god.
We're going to figure out how well this live stream is going. How many people are on this live stream?
10. Oh.
101 people are on this live stream. So, knowing that people are watching, I think Wrecking Ball gets up. And is going to run over to Excavator, bounce off Excavator, and try to just come down on top of Vi.
Nat 1, come on.
Nat 1, come on. Don't say Nat 1, come on, because then I'll get like a 27, which is only an 8 because they only have a 1 in action, so they have 11 action defense. They're not the strongest. They're not meant to be strong. They're drama. So they do not. I'm assuming an 8 does not hit your action defense by. So they go to come down, and you just kind of from this dental damage happen to like rear back as they go to come down, and they just kind of like fall through the air in front of you.
Do I get to roll the what happens?
Yep. Roll me an action result.
Oh, these dice got worse.
No. Oh, you killed. Is that a 1?
Yeah.
That's a death.
A 1 is death. You did want to at least take 1 hero out of the scene.
Did she solo him?
So I have the plot armor, but I'm not going to use it. As Wrecking Ball lands, they land a little weird, and you hear the like gross crunching, like snapping sound as you see their shin bones come out of their legs, and they just start screaming.
So the views are going up. Just kidding.
Probably, honestly, actually,
they would.
Actually, probably.
Watch one of us break our shins on camera and let's see how many views we get.
Yeah. Honestly, instantly.
I got you. Okay, hold on a second.
Instantly 20, and let me see if this becomes a. Yep, it becomes a clipped meme, of Wrecking Ball. And I'm gonna use one of my backstory points. I'm gonna use
with the sound effect too, so you just hear.
Yeah. So, if anyone was watching a long time ago, in March Madness, a U of L basketball game, there was a point where the captain came down from, I think, a layup and landed wrong, and that's what happened. And it was so bad they refused to do a replay on TV.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It happens sometimes in football, where they refuse to do it. Replay. Honestly, I wish they've refused to replay more of them, because
they're gnarly.
They'll let some pretty gnarly stuff by on the replay and just play it.
Yeah.
You don't like watching people's careers end on camera multiple
Yeah.
It's my favorite part. Just kidding. It is definitely not.
But it's now clipped or gift, and it's like it's viral. And I'm gonna use one of my backstory points to say, Grizlar, Wrecking Ball is your kid's favorite.
No, oh my! Why would you do that? Oh my
because
god!
I can.
Oh god. Okay.
Like to the point where like your kids had a fight one Halloween over who got to dress up like Wrecking Ball when they were all dressing up like Junkyard Bros to go trick or treating.
Okay, I got an idea. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's
totally fine. It's fine.
I do have a question. The Junkyard Bros are like mid-20s, right? Correct? Is that, yeah.
Mid-20s. Right, yeah, about.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
How much
That's what I was thinking of them as. So.
Yeah. Probably that age range is the range that would do live stream hero work.
So he's out for the scene then, right? So like
yeah,
there's
so
nothing,
so
like, he's definitely
Death
out.
is out for the fight scene, just on the ground screaming.
Let's kill the vibe.
We are back up at the top. It's Dr. Rash and Grizlar. Which of you would like to go first?
I mean, I know exactly what I'm doing. Just still have the lever fully forward. Just still traipsing through this junkyard at as fast as this thing can go.
I'm imagining like the shot of like where inside Grizlar is all intense, or not Grizlar, Dr. Rash is all intense, and then we get the shot outside, and it's just slowly moving. Intense music.
And like the driver's cabin was made for like a regular sized man, so like Dr. Rash is fully like just pressed up against the glass and the inside of this thing.
So it's honestly in my brain, there's probably one side that's open so you can get into it, and so I think everything blobfish style is pressed against the glass except for that one side, which is like you have a large portion of yourself just like
100%.
hanging off.
100%.
Grizlar, what would you like to do?
Ooh. He's going to dang, he's thrown off by the screaming of his son's favorite guy. He's gonna try to just like shove himself off of him, so like dig his spikes in and like leap off where he's grabbing him. He's gonna try to do that to kind of get out of his grip. It's like sink in and then use him to kind of fling himself off of him because he's holding me, correct, on the ground. Okay.
He's not restraining you. He kind of like like caught, like sometimes when you have like a dodgeball or something like thrown at you, you kind of like catch it in your stomach. Yeah. Like he did that kind of catch you. He's not like restraining you.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna look at Maevis and kind of wants to set up. He's gonna use his spikes and kind of just peel himself off to kind of hopefully set up Maevis too.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Important question. Are you forgoing your potential plot point damage to set Maevis up better? Or are you doing the damage and then going to be on the like either side of Bulldozer?
If it would be on either side still help? Question, like would that still be beneficial?
I don't believe either of you have a feature currently on your character sheet or a characteristic that allows that. But I will say, the players know that if you do things like that or cool things, really good rolls happen. You know, I'm making notes of characteristics to build for you all as we level up or hit milestones. So it might be something that could happen in the future if it's something you and Maevis do here and maybe do again, or if it works really well in the setup.
Okay, then I'll go with that. Then I'll set it up then, because that can help us future. Then I'm going to set up. Plus, we want to kill another one since already technically killed one, and we don't need to kill anymore. So, yes, I'm going to first set up. So
awesome. Roll me an action to see how well you set this up for Maevis.
Looks super cool too.
Yeah, 14 plus 7, so 21. Yeah, so you roll your spikiness over to the other side. And I'll say like the way the way he landed, his head is toward Vi. So you leap off and you're like on the ground maybe as you land and unfurl, and you just roar in his face. And we'll say that's the setup for Maevis next time. It is Excavator's turn. Was there front courtside seats to seeing Wrecking Ball land? I think you see like this look of panic as they don't know what to do because they just saw this happen.
I hope Grizlar gets a text. It was like, can you get Wrecking Ball's autograph after the fight?
Yeah, no, Grizlar did bring paper and pen. Just for
I don't think you're gonna get Wrecking Ball's autograph after this.
Oh man.
So I think they're going to
Look, thank goodness that there's only ever at any given time there's only ever 3 of us ever engage in a fight, because anytime whenever we're actually trying, things go too well for us.
Yeah. So I think he's going to like look around kind of panicked and then like just try and charge at Vi, despite the fact that Vi is a giant monster right now. Because Grizlar, actually, I think all of you would know this because you're vaguely familiar with the live streaming Junkyard Bros. They're all related.
Oh,
bro,
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So that's a 10. I'm assuming a 10 does not hit your action.
It does not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
he breaks his leg. Just kidding.
And so that is an 18 on failure, which is explosion. God, do I want to do this to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
I'm
did to
gonna
themselves.
he goes and rushes you and you like stamp your foot down, almost like you're trying to like cause some sort of like wave to get him knocked back. And you happen to stamp your foot down on a pyrotechnic that they'd set up earlier. So he gets
Oh
thrown
no.
back
Is
into
it that,
the
or is it the propulsion grenade that I was holding when I ran in?
I mean, it is now.
Oh no! But
I don't even know what a grenade.
I thought that went off with Did Todd make that go off? I thought, right or no?
No, Todd handed
he
it
just
in the
left. He's
thermos
right,
to
he handed it
you,
to me.
and then
Yeah.
Vi took
Mhm.
the grenade and the thermos from you.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets slammed into that car there from it. Yeah, not going well for the heroes at
No.
this juncture.
Oh darn.
They're gonna have their dramatic comeback right after this. They're gonna have their dramatic comeback.
You hope, because otherwise you failed the job. Stop being too good at your good job, villains. So excavating rent. So Maevis and Vi, it is your turn.
About it, Maevis.
Okay. After that lovely setup, I think Maevis is just going to, sword and all, she's going to do like a pirouette and like sword strike. She does not do actual like sword maneuvers. She does magical girl sword maneuvers. So like, she's gonna do like a little pirouette sword strike that like, I don't know, it's called like full moon slash or something ridiculous as she does this.
All right, roll me action.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses, extra bonuses for the setup?
Yeah, so I'll give you you rolled pretty well with that. So we'll give you like a +3 for the setup that Grizlar did
Okay. That is 13.
13 does not hit Bulldozer's action defense. And what I'm going to say happens because I will use one of his plot armors to not roll for the result chart, because what instead is going to happen is I think he hears Wrecking Ball screaming, and as Grizlars come off of him, he hears that happening. You come down. He has turned to get on his stomach and start like moving towards a Wrecking Ball, and that turn is what causes your sword slash to like miss him and hit the ground as he's trying to like scramble towards Wrecking Ball. Yeah, I mean, great job being villains, guys.
They did this to themselves. We didn't even touch him. He landed funny.
In fairness, he did land.
I mean, you did roll death.
Oh, I did do that.
Yeah, so Vi, it's your turn.
Well, Vi like sees this rising little man and is like, oh, oops. And is gonna like, I guess, turn. Because Vi can't really, she doesn't really have the mental capacity to like signal you all, even though you probably hear the screaming.
Yeah, it's not a subtle screaming.
So you probably hear that we got one and we should probably wrap them up. But so I think that Vi is gonna go towards Excavator and like keep not stepping on Wrecking Ball, but like follow where Excavator kind of went flying, and like go to punch them and hope that she doesn't actually punch them. But she's also real big. She's probably gonna punch them.
So
rolling to trying not to punch them, right? So it's rolling to.
No, because I don't think she would have the ability to do the not punching because she is ultra violent.
Well, I mean to miss, like rolling to like miss with the punch, to punch like the
air. So with the ultra violent characteristic, I don't think you would try and miss.
I don't think I would try and miss. She just kind of is like, here we go, I guess, and is gonna roll.
Nat 20.
11.
Okay, 11. So thankfully that does not hit Excavator's action defense because, as we established, that is a 13, so it barely misses. So you lumber forward over Wrecking Ball and go to take a swipe at Excavator, and he's full on splayed, almost like broken back style over the trunk of this car, and manages to roll himself off in time for you to slam your hand down on the trunk of the car where he was like a second ago. And that is a failed action roll, so we're gonna see what happens. And that is 11, and 11 is damaged. I think you get a little shard of the car in your hand, because it is a junkyard. It is a dilapidated looking car. So I think you got dental work and you got a shard in your hand.
Good thing I got health insurance.
Yeah. We haven't established how good or poor the health insurance at Death Laser is, but we'll find. I guess we'll have to find that. Yeah, so then it's, Wrecking Ball is out, screaming. That's all they do for their turn, screaming. Because they're out of the scene, technically.
Oh my God, okay.
No one has come yet out to help them.
I can only do action rolls, damn it. Like, I gotta get it back into place.
Bulldozers, scrambles to get upright at some point, heading towards, Bulldozer heading towards Boulders. Bulldozer heading towards where they hear Wrecking Ball screams coming from, gets on their feet and just straight up charges Vi. Because while they did not step on Wrecking Ball, they are kind of over Wrecking Ball at this point. So they have 2 of the 3 engaged. So they're gonna try and help with that. And action is their main thing. Yep. 18 plus 7. That totally hits, I'm assuming, your action defense. Because
yes. So I may have lost track of my plot points at one point. I got a plot point for the dental. I got a plot point for what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had 2 more before that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I take a plot point for this, I'm down. Which might be a good thing.
It might be.
But I don't know. I guess I didn't think about how that would work. So I take on my plot point. I would like to begin reverting on my own, but be unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it full on rams you and slams you into whatever. We'll actually have you slam full on into the side of this thing here, and you get knocked unconscious, and it starts your transformation back a little bit. And I'm gonna say with that, having like knocks you away, he scrambles to Wrecking Ball. And that's technically his full turn, but he's there now, trying to help Wrecking Ball. Yeah, back up at the top, Grizlar and Dr. Rash.
Well, Dr. Rash, if he's on his way. Let's see.
You are muted, Dr. Rash.
We can't hear you over the car.
If Grizlar, I can only ruin your plan. So if you have something that you want to do it now before I die.
Nope. You go first. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine.
All right. Kick the Miley Cyrus back in. Because I'll just try to like bring it over to where I see the heroes. They're all bunched up together.
Yep.
And...
Oh no! I changed my mind. Just kidding. Well, no, we're good. We're going.
You said I know how to use the magnet. Could I release the car that the magnet is holding?
You could certainly try.
I would like to do that.
So I would say if you're trying to get the car to hit the heroes, that would be action.
Okay.
Oh my god, we're gonna kill them. Grizlar definitely has this habit. Grizlar's like, oh wait.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. I'll say the only one hittable, because they're still in the scene, is Bulldozer. That they're the only one that will take plot point damage, because technically Wrecking Ball is out, but it will smash them both into the pile. So Wrecking Ball probably has more broken bones. Go ahead and roll me on the action result chart for Bulldozer to see what you get for them.
He's gonna get a 1. He's gonna get another 1.
It was almost 20.
6 injured, so they skipped their next turn. Well, that makes sense. They're smushed it in by a car. So there is a car smushing Bulldozer and Wrecking Ball against this pile of tires. Grizlar!
I have a question. Is there anything in the contract about, setting up for possible rematches? Things maybe swing another way? Was that ever?
It was a single order. It was not a multi-combat order. It was a single order for a live stream event.
If Baxter points regenerate, could it possibly use a BS point to say hey, you can also set up for an ultimate rematch later on in the future? Could that be a possible BS point or no?
So your BS point affects you and what you're doing, and not what they're doing and or not doing.
Tried.
How is our live audience reacting to things? Are we getting any reactions from the folks at the fences?
Well, let's see what the reaction is like, because you do have the people at the fences. So you have almost 400 or 500 people on the stream watching right now. And do they like you? Do they hate you? Which one do you?
You're sounding a little warbly there, Kay.
Do you want them to like you, or do you want them to hate you?
Yeah.
Dr. Rash does not care.
we Grizlar wants them to like only because his son's watching. That's the whole reason why. But
yeah,
Grizlar feels the same.
Do you want? I'm assuming as villains you want them to hate you, but maybe you want them to like you.
Well, because sometimes they're not the villains of stories. So I mean, villains like can be. We've seen a mean villains have been loved by fans. So I mean, villains have their fans too. So
That's true, but you've been hired to be a villain. So are you trying to get them to love you, or are you trying to get them to hate you?
I guess hate overall. Then yeah.
Okay, so that's definitely made easier by the fact that you broke Wrecking Ball's legs.
It's always cooler to be the heel than the face.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're not happy with you guys, but also it's that weird like spectator thing where like they just saw an injury and like two of the heroes get wrecked. Like it's you know that there's that weird thing where if you're a spectator on something like that, like ambulance like rubbernecking and stuff, like it you can't look away kind of thing. So not your biggest fans, but also like it is drawing in an audience to the fight. But yeah, that's fun.
Okay, I have an idea then. Okay, so I'm going to like roar out like no Vi. I'm gonna start going that direction like kind of slowly, trying to like set up excavator or something. Like so I'm gonna try to go in front excavator like going towards Vi. Like you know, can I just move? So I just want to just move this turn. Just move like in front of excavator, kind of slowly, kind of like you know, we're going for Vi.
Yeah, that's totally
Set
possible.
up an opening. Okay.
Because they are after you, so they're definitely going to take that opening you gave them and try and do something. Whether or not they're succeed, we'll see here in a second. Does 15 total hit your action defense?
No, but can I make it like it doesn't? Can I just act like it does? Because it's 17. Can I just act like you know? I can't even do drum rolls. Never mind. I can only action anyway.
So what I'll do is this, right? I'll give you a circumstantial roll. If you roll 10 or under, you instinctually dodge this thing on your way to Vi. If you roll 11 or higher, you are paying attention enough you can like fake the hit if you want to. You won't take plot point damage from it because it's not an actual hit. So you want 11 or higher. No, you're too in the thick of it.
Kaiju, man, this is instinct.
It's instinct. You go running like you're gonna try to give excavator a chance to do something, and they take a swing and miss. Like literally, take a swing and they swing around, and you just kind of like slide under and keep running.
And then I remember right after, like, no, I was supposed to get hit by that. So internal monologue, just like, damn it.
Maevis, it's your turn.
I would like to rush excavator and just like try to like hit him, you know, just like half-hearted sword strike, knowing like we're actually supposed to lose this, so like doesn't put everything into it this time. But
so
like,
question, are you wanting to potentially try and hit? That would be action. Are you wanting to like stage sword craft this and like make it look like it's going to, like, that would be more of a drama thing?
Oh, let's do the drama. It's not really a big difference for her stat wise, but let's do the drama.
Okay.
Of course, now I roll.
Well, and to your benefit, they only have a 9 defense to drama. So that definitely works. It does look like you try to hit and they manage to get out of the way. And with that, we get a roll on a different result chart this time. As a reminder to our viewers, drama can get weird. If you thought action was weird, let's see what drama is. Go ahead and roll me a d20 to see what the result chart on your drama is.
Oh no.
Wow.
12. Betrayed.
Again?
Yeah. So their next challenge must be against a teammate. Now, I would like to remind everyone, mechanically challenge could be something like they try and use their comedy to maybe help Wrecking Ball, because that would be a challenge. But it just it does mean they won't be actively coming after one of you all on their next turn.
Can I spend a backstory point from Maevis to add a reason to this betrayal?
Yeah, sure.
So we've been building on Maevis's and Todd's past, and assuming the Junkyard Bros are about the same age, I want to say that the part of the reason Maevis doesn't like the Junkyard Bros is because Excavator keeps asking her out, and has been for a long time.
I'm going to add to that.
Okay.
And make it kind of worse. In that, I'm going to spend a backstory point and say the superhero kid that Dot dated is Wrecking Ball.
Dang. Oof. Okay.
So, this is why BS points are fantastic.
Drama indeed.
Yeah, so that happens. Maya is unconscious and returning slowly to their normal size. Gosh, yeah, it back at the top of the turn because both of them Bulldozer skips their turn for being smushed by a car.
Okay, well.
And Wrecking Ball has been knocked out of the scene. So Dr. Rush and Grizlar.
Okay, so in your description, I believe it was Excavator has like the rocky exterior.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldozer. Did Bulldozer have any like metallics on him or anything like that?
So Bulldozer is the metal man, like that.
Oh, he's a metal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's crank up that magnet one more time.
Yeah, and to make it helpful, I will say Excavator did spend their turn like pushing the car off of them, so they are exposed. So go ahead and I will say you're trying to manipulate the magnet to get them stuck to it. Probably mystery because you're manipulating the machine to attract poor Bulldozer.
Which is good, guys. I'm most likely to fail at mystery. and we're trying to do this badly, so.
Watch it not. Wow.
So yeah, his mystery defense is a 13. So you do hit properly, and so he gets sucked to the side of this magnet thing. He's gonna take plot point damage from that.
Is he still up?
Barely.
Hopefully. Lord. Okay.
The one that's taken the least plot point damage, surprisingly, is Excavator because he somehow keeps getting hit. But Wrecking Ball is fully out of the scene. I would say Bulldozer is probably a little under half health at this point, or equivalent to half health. And Excavators and just gotten hit like once for their damage. So yeah, you have a hero man dangling from your magnet crane. And I will say you also get a drone stuck to the underside of that too that had flown past to get a cool shot. Grizlar, what would you like
Look,
to do?
Grizlar, I hooked a big one.
Oof. So Vi is still in the process of changing back to human, right? Like, is that still so? That's happening. I want to get her the tea, but also we need to lose. And Excavator can't attack us because they were betrayed, right? So Excavator's like not even focused on us this round.
Yeah, so most likely they can't do anything against you all, but they will probably try and make their way to Wrecking Ball. Since they have to do a challenge against a teammate, they'll most likely focus on trying to help Wrecking Ball.
Okay, trying to help Wrecking Ball. Okay, shit. Yeah, I'm going to because I almost want to say let like Wrecking Ball get dropped on me, but I'm gonna go give Vi the tea though, because like he still wants to make sure Vi is okay. So, damn it.
Oh, if she's transforming back on her own, she won't need it. She just the only thing you would be
gotcha.
doing
So
would
she's
be
good.
like you could wake her up, but I don't think that would be
True. Okay.
She doesn't need the tea. You can make the decision.
Gotcha. She's good. Okay. Okay. No, that's good to know. So I'm gonna go stand under the where a wrecking ball is to kind of gloat to hopefully he can like get dropped on me. Hopefully, so I'm gonna go there and kind of just like look up and kind of gloat like that we're winning. I guess if that makes sense.
I want to remind you, Wrecking Ball has 2 broken shins. Got crushed.
Oh, not Wrecking Ball. No, the one who the excavate, the one who's gotten picked up.
Okay.
Bulldozer.
Bulldozer is on the.
There we go. Yes.
Because I was about to be. You're going to go gloat to the person that broke both legs and got squished by a car.
Well, that would be pretty villain though. So it would be pretty.
Yeah, you can get there. It is Excavator's turn. We did establish they can't attack any of you all because of the betrayed thing, so they're gonna try and book it to Wrecking Ball and do one of their most terrible stat attempts because comedy is not what these guys are built for.
Leave it alone. You're gonna make it worse.
11 and Wrecking Ball's comedy is defense is a 9, so they do something. We'll see if it's helpful. What's the comedy result chart? Here it is.
We never rolled on that too. It's the first time.
Yeah, because trick comedy is so 7 inspired. Your target is restored 1 plot armor.
We're not the ones getting hurt.
You're not. So I think the screaming settles down a little bit, but because they got death and taken out of the scene, I'm not actually going to have them added back to the scene. But they are being actively cared for.
We're not being hurt. Speak for yourself. I'm actively doing a grocery order because I can't do anything.
So Excavator one, it is Maevis' turn. They've run past you to get to Wrecking Ball. The person that keeps asking you out on a date and you keep turning down, running over to the person who did date Todd.
It's so tempting to want to like attack you, but we are also supposed to lose this fight in the end. We made it look good. Yeah, I guess, to make it look like she's trying to stop Excavator from helping Wrecking Ball, she's gonna go for an attack, like to like, I don't know, maybe shove him out of the way or something. Just like,
okay.
I'm
now,
trying to...
same question as last time. Are you doing action to actually do it, or drama to make it look good but failing at actually like moving or hitting him?
We'll do actual action this time.
All right, roll me an action. Yes, so that does hit Excavator, so they do lose a plot point. Roll me on the action chart.
We're only on the Z team because we get it in our own way.
Yeah, yes. If you get a 1 on this roll, I'm gonna be.
16 is damage, so 1 prop can't be used. So I'm gonna say you ram into them. and they lose their footing. And you know what? I'm gonna be mean because you guys are villains. The medical supplies they were trying to apply to Wrecking Ball gets knocked out of their hands and scattered across. So that prop is unusable for them anymore.
Oh my god.
Maevis will feel bad about that later.
And I want to just remind Maevis to maybe dig in this knife a little bit more about you feeling bad. You did send Cyrene a selfie of you and Bulldozer, so Cyrene does know what job you are on. And quite possibly working in the office floor does have the ability to go see the live stream.
I mean, it's definitely gone viral by now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what are the views like at this point? I mean, how is a... This has to be their highest or close to their highest view count.
So I think we were about 400 or 500 last time, so now they're almost at 7, somewhere between 700 and 800, like simultaneous active views. Whether that
Gotcha.
dropped off, joined back out. But as us streamers know, simultaneous views are a big stat. So we got a bunch of people watching all at the same time. And I will say, like, the crowd that is on the fencing is going absolutely, like, apeshit and freaking out. I will say, even in the far distance, you hear, like, the sounds of an ambulance making their way towards the junkyard.
What are they gonna do? Like, okay.
But yeah, so Excavator just got their shit rocked by you, and it is their turn. So they are gonna turn and try and I guess attack you, because now they can. So that is going to be a 17. Does that hit your action defense?
It's always my drama, but yes, it does hit.
Okay. Excavator has calculating and hasn't used that yet. So they're gonna use it. And they're going to put all of their power into it. And I think I'm gonna do explosion. I could do death and knock you out, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do explosion and blow you back. So blow you back in the same way that they were, right into that car, as they go scrambling to try and like get some of the stuff together to help Wrecking Ball, who's still kind of screaming, and probably has some broken ribs and stuff because they got a car slammed on top of them. And then we're back up at the Excavator. Maevis went. Yeah,
idea.
Dr. Rash Grizlar, what would you like to do?
Could that explosion potentially loosen him to drop from the? I want him to drop, so I don't know if I can like work with Dr. Rash to like.
If it was someone on your team that had rolled explosion, maybe, but because it was the heroes that rolled it, it's not.
Oh, I get you because they were. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's helping them though. I mean,
he's not out of the fight. He's not out of the fight. So like, whatever, you can still do stuff to him if you need to. I think Dr. Ash is going to. Could I get to Violus in this turn?
Yes. Vi is unconscious though.
Could I help her not be? Could I make a comedy roll to bring her back up or something?
Because she got knocked out by going below 0, like going into like losing all her plot points. Yes. The only reason I didn't do it with Wrecking Ball is because we rolled death for Wrecking Ball instead of plot points.
Okay.
But I will remind you, you do have a metal man on the end of your magnet thing, so all of that is going with you if you're driving the thing over there.
Rash can move faster than the machinist. So I'm just gonna like flop out of the cabin, come down, and run to Vi.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely do that. So you would roll comedy and go against their comedy defense. I don't know what that might be.
Okay, so in my small form, I believe it's a 9.
I rolled a 13.
So then roll again on the comedy chart, So just a d20. And that is a 15, which is heart to heart.
Ooh, I'm gonna do
Remove
this.
one adverse result that is currently affecting your target. In this case, though, I'll say that will bring them back to consciousness. They are still at 0 plot points, so if they do get hit, they're going back under, but at least you're conscious again and can actually move around and interact if you would like to.
My question is, what is a heart-to-heart like?
It's a heart-to-heart to somebody who can't hear it because they're unconscious. So, Dr. Rash, how do you have this heart-to-heart?
Dr. Rash is like you're not conscious, so you may not feel it. It's just like two weird ham fists on either side of your head, and Dr. Rash just goes, "It's like, Vilas, listen to me. You may be the most competent member of our team. We need you in this now because, honestly, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what any of this means, and I don't know how well things are going or not."
Woo! Took a big hit there. Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay. Oh, it's still going. Oh,
Yeah,
what did you do?
As you wake up, you still hear the screams of wrecking ball.
Oh no.
Grizlar.
So good news, bad news. Good news, things are going really well. Bad news is things are going very well.
Really well.
Going really well for us.
For us. Okay.
Grizlar.
That's great. Is there? Could I? Damn. So okay, where's in the truck is how far away is the truck? So it has to be nearby him, right? The truck's like right over.
So the crane is like parked
Okay.
right here with the arm that has the medic that has bulldozer and a drone attached to it.
Damn. I'm going to. I don't know what to do. Maybe. I'm just gonna hold my. Is that Spirit still trying to help? Is he still trying to help Wrecking Ball?
Yes. I mean, he did attack Maevis because of Maevis, like, shoved him and the medical supplies was scattering. So he did turn and punch Maevis, but it does look like he's immediately going back to try and do something next time for Wrecking Ball.
Okay. Can I try to jump and pull? Because I know Grizlar cannot work that machine. Can I try to jump and pull Wrecking Ball down?
You can
And how much is it
definitely
dangling?
try.
Okay.
If you want to roll the action, you can definitely try. He will land probably on top of you. It might hurt because he is a metal man, ripping him off of a magnet, but you can definitely try and get him off the magnet by force.
I mean, we gotta lose, so I mean, it is what it is. At this point, it's like we're in too deep. Okay. 20?
Yeah, that definitely hits. So you rip him off of this magnetic thing right on top of you. Full body lands on you. You did rip a nice layer of metal off of his back, though.
Oh, God.
He's a metal man. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, God.
So he is a little bit in pain on top of you. It is being cut fantastically in... Actually, I want to see if this part goes viral, too. It doesn't go quite as viral as breaking Wrecking Ball's legs did, but it also is making the rounds being clipped for them. Probably gonna hurt their reputation some. These clips floating around.
But since it did hurt Grizlar, he's gonna like roar in pain, you know, to be like, oh, like you hurt him, like, oh, so he gets a lot of roar in pain. Since it did really hurt him. So he's going to roar like that to kind of, make it like you hurt him pretty bad. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think Excavator at this point is just gonna use their turn to like pick up Wrecking Ball and like book it towards the building with Wrecking Ball. I don't think they're gonna try and fight more. I don't think they're gonna try and do another medic thing like they did because it didn't happen. I think they're just scooping up Wrecking Ball and making for the building as fast as they can.
So that's what the renewed screams are.
Ah! Yeah, being moved with broken legs probably isn't a pleasant experience. Maevis and Vi, you are awake. Maevis, you are still up. You're just, having a happy, fun time against this truck car thing. Which of you would like to go first?
Can I pretend to be down?
If you want to roll drama to pretend like that getting slammed against the car like took you out, you definitely can.
Okay, so
I think what happens is you're trying to pretend like you're knocked out, and there's a drone right there above you who's clearly seeing that you're not taken out of this fight. Vi, what would you like to do?
Okay. Now that I am not big, I actually can roll drama. Vi is going to, she sees how terrible this is getting. They need to win. Excavator needs to take us down in order to reclaim this. So what Vi is going to do is she wants to run at Excavator and I think she's going to push off of Dr. Rash, not to harm Dr. Rash, but almost to kind of signal him to get out of the way and fall. Like she is mindless, but she's not. We're using our brains. So she is, and then she's got this look, and she is going to run straight at Excavator, and she is going to attempt to look. This is only going to work if Excavator catches the glint in her eye, and we don't know that's going to happen. She wants to run at him and sort of springboard off of him to make it look like he grabbed and threw her over him. Mm-hmm. As she's running, she's going to jump and make it look like a dramatic give him a moment.
Okay, so here's what we're going to say. If you roll at least 15, that jumping over, making it look like Excavator takes you out happens. If you roll, we'll say 18, 19, or 20 with the drama, not only do you signal and make it look like Dr. Rash is knocked aside and maybe taken out by your mindlessness, I will also give you Maevis, if Maevis wants to cooperate with that, as you're running towards Excavator. So if you roll 18, 19, 20, you can make it look like 3 of you get taken out. If you roll at least a 15, it makes it look like at least you get taken out if you wanted to.
So I have a +3 on drama. Mm-hmm. I also have enlisted, and I am wondering if I can get a synergy bonus for trying to make the villain core look good.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2.
Yes. So we're gonna try this with a +5. Ooh. Actually, I want to use the. I also played with and found more dice. So, here we go. We're gonna use this Fey dice.
Yeah. So I think
I'm trying so hard.
So I think you go to try and get up, and you're still kind of groggy and out of it. And I think Dr. Ash is like, no. Like,
Yeah.
I just described the coolest thing. Ugh, it's fine.
So Vi went. Maevis tried to look out, was not. Back up at the top, it's Dr. Rush and Grizlar again. Which one of you want to go first?
I don't know how to lose.
I mean, you could not lose. It just might have consequences.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna like. I think my action and my drama is the same. I'm just gonna. I'll go up to Bulldozer, and yeah, I will like Dr. Ash will go over to attack Bulldozer and just accept whatever happens.
Okay. Now, to be clear, are you playing this off and making whatever you want to happen happens, or are you actually attacking? So that action or drama?
If I fail at action, that's what's more likely going to take me out the fight, right?
Yes. Failed challenges you would lose a plot point for.
Yeah, so I'll attempt an action roll. Dr. Ash will be like, this either works or it doesn't.
I just realized I was talking about I was muted, but it's fine. I was like, God, damn.
Yeah, so I think you maybe gain a little bit more momentum than you think, and you actually end up knocking Bulldozer off of Grizlar. So roll me an action result. Yep, so he's taken out. I mean, he was almost going to be taken out anyways because he was close to losing all of his points. So he, I think, hits his head on whatever this like metal box-looking thing in the tires is, and you see some like blood coming down from a head wound.
God, and we can't. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have any plot points or
he got the death result, so he's out, just like Wrecking Ball was out. He's out of the scene. So Grizlar, it's your turn.
We are the greatest villains in the world.
I am also going to roll real quick to see how many viewers you all have and how viral that moment has gone. Yes.
We're going to show how we're so good at villainy that we will never be hired to lose ever again.
So, yeah, so that one gets even more clipped and viral than the one with Wrecking Ball did a little bit, because I think maybe the Wrecking Ball one, because it was so visceral, probably got like age gated and blocked some places for it. But yeah, it went super viral, and there's approaching 1,000 simultaneous viewers on this live stream right now.
What I feel the most bad about is that we're beating up like the heroes of Grizlar's kids. That's the worst part.
There's nothing we can, because they're running off to get helped. He's down. I can't even do. Actually, I have an idea, but I can't even do it if I wanted to.
We could go into a full retreat. We could just decide, it's like, hey, we've won this fight. Let's take our let's bullshit a trophy and then just walk away.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, just because I can't do a drama. So yeah, he's going to
That's right.
Shit. I guess it's going to look kind of lost. I mean, because like, I'm going to put confession cam, and it's just Grizlar just like, just hands in his head, just this. This is Grizlar just like,
I think in your confession cam, your phone starts pinging, and the production team shows that it's like messages from your kids, and you're just.
The little CGI bubble comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because they're just
If we are considering fleeing, we do have to get through the mass of people outside. Unless we want to try and jump a different fence.
We're villains. What are they going to do to us?
Attack us!
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an angry mob?
And I will
Grizzlar-
say, let's see how angry this angry mob is. Yeah, they're
Grizzlar's still
pretty
going for
dang
it.
angry at this point. The fence is getting more and more pushed in as they're going in and out with it.
You don't attack the heels at a wrestling match.
Grizlar is still going for it. He's going to.
That's not how internet fans work.
That is not.
Not at all.
Yeah. I want to use action to like. I'm gonna run after the ones leaving, and I'm gonna use the action to like make it seem like somehow they push me out of the way or whatever, and like knock me like on the ground. Like I'm gonna like run after them. And to use my action like a cool little flip like thing, like they've flown me off. It says it's still technically action because it's still kind of jumping doing like a flip thing, and make it seem like that they still took me out while he's carrying his brother. He still kind of took me out.
Okay,
Can I attempt that with action?
so you want to try and do the same thing that Vi was trying to do.
Yes. Yeah.
I will allow it, but since it is action, it is going to go against his action defense for it.
But would it? Well, I'm just trying to jump in front of him. So
You can try it, but I'm warning you, it will go against his action defense.
Okay.
Since you can't do anything other than action.
But okay. And I'm aiming for the spot. Like I'm trying to attack the ground near him. Then I guess what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna run over. So what happens if I do hit? So let's say I roll a high number. So what is that going to?
So this is excavator. If you roll a high number, if you roll an 18, 19, or 20, I will let this go the way that you want to go. If you roll under that, you still hit his action defense, he's gonna take damage.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to roll on the action success chart.
Okay, so I need 18 or higher then to. Okay.
With a +7.
Yeah, but I mean, Lord. For fuck's sake.
Well, the good news is you rolled so low that you don't hit his action defense.
Okay, good. So I get a roll fail. So then perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
so you take it. You also take the plot point if you want.
Good.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
So he rolls on my chart then, right? Since I failed action,
Yep.
right? So that's.
Let's see what happens. Moral sin. So you lose an extra plot point. So, I mean, that makes sense. You're trying to attack someone who's running away with an injured comrade, is what it looks like. So you're going to take 2 plot points instead of 1 from that one.
Grizlar's just not like another roar of pain because, just on the ground in front to really sell it.
I think at this point, it's Excavator's turn again. I think he's, heading into the building, and he's completely ignoring all of you with Wrecking Wall, and I think he just kicks the door in and is screaming for help. And I think at that point you see the drones kind of drop to the ground because they've cut the live stream feed, and they're trying to take care of Wrecking Ball and Excavator. They're in the building at this point. I don't think Excavator knows that you knocked out Bulldozer with a head wound. So we'll see what happens from that. You do hear that ambulance siren you heard earlier getting closer. Probably several blocks away instead of like distant. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a second here. The live stream is over. The fans are still there and going crazy. I'm gonna confession cam it though. Dr. Rash, how'd the mission go?
I still want to believe this was a resounding success. If only this shows exactly how competent we actually are, and the name of Z Team should go to someone who actually is worse at getting actual results.
All right, Grizlar, another confession cam for you. How you feeling about this mission?
And you see the text will pop up 204, like him saying like to some like, you know, sometimes you gotta lose to get back up even stronger. He's gonna come back and be even better. This is good for his, like, you know, blah blah. So he's texting that to his son. Just he just swears in kaiju. Like there's like, just a big old bleep, just like.
And the swearing in kaiju sounds familiar to our audience, as it is the same swearing that not only have you heard from Grizlar in the past, but you've heard probably from the Red Pandas, because the Red Pandas thought it was something good in kaiju. Maevis, how are you feeling after all of this?
I think this confession cam is Maevis like sitting on the stool, like knees like drawn up to her chest, is like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to push him. Like, he's a jerk, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to push him. I didn't mean to do that.
And I think the production crew asks you, like, how does it feel like being a good villain, but because of it being bad at your job?
I want to say instead of answering, Maevis just starts crying.
And we're gonna move to Vi, your confession cam. You're a little beat up, you have some dental damage, you have like a hand wound, you're probably like bandaged up a little bit.
Vi doesn't say anything in her confession cam, and she's also not looking at the camera. She's looking like at a point above the camera, and she is just sitting there. She has a deck of cards that she's doing that like slide shuffle thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just and then she like gets up and walks off the camera.
Yeah. So yeah, the crowd's going crazy. I think what ends up having to happen is that probably someone at Death Lizard was also watching the live streams. Probably typical for the broadcasted or live stream things for a employee to be watching. A few moments after the stream dies and arriving with the ambulance, I think, is like armored vehicles that end up coming in with the ambulance and carting you guys out. It's even armored vehicles. It does like rock as soon as you guys get out of the junkyard. It's like people are around you trying to get in, take you back to the office. Yes.
Wait, I have a question though. Mm-hmm. Before that happens, like, has Wrecking Ball starting to get healed yet? Like, do they give him some medicine to make him feel better? Like,
no? Wrecking Ball is immediately in that ambulance. Like the first ambulance that arrives, Wrecking Ball's in it. Because I mean, both shins and then probably broken ribs from the car. Maybe like knocked out from the car as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think rolling in a little, like maybe like a minute behind, is another ambulance for Bulldozer, because Bulldozer did get knocked unconscious with a head wound. Mm-hmm. The only one who didn't get injured is like in that way or to that degree is Excavator.
My son's least favorite. He's not gonna want that signature, so Grizlar tried.
I do think that maybe in the ambulance, or in our armored car, which is probably hopefully a little bit of an ambulance. Vi's like, we could like maybe look online for a copy of their signature and then feed it to the nanobots and have the nanobots replicate the signature.
Worth a shot, but Grizlar appreciates it, thinks looking at the text, like, I don't, at this point,
So
that was a mission.
Yeah, as you all roll through the armored vehicle, making your way back to headquarters, that's where we're going to end the episode. I think that's a good place to end before you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. I can't say inaction this time because it's literally your actions. So
we're too good at what we do.
that happened, and we'll do our round off here. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I told you it was going to be chaotic, and it in fact was. So it did not disappoint there. So we'll go ahead and go around and have everyone let you know where they can find them, what they're up to. So Christian, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I am Christian Louis Kaboom on the socials. You can find me on Blue Sky, Instagram. Let's see, what am I doing? By the time this comes out, I'll probably be in the middle of a run. So if you want to see me do live theater, Julius Caesar, Shakespeare, go to the Laboratory Theater of Florida in Fort Myers. And check me out playing Caius Cassius as we, just stab a famous politician a few times. Yes, it happened 2,500 years ago, but it's still entertaining.
Yeah, and Blake, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Well, of course, you can find me here, so go watch the other episodes if you haven't get caught up. Got some cool episodes. You can also catch me with the Cozy Trauma Corner, playing Sentai Sensibilities, so Power Rangers meets like Regency, a lot of fun. But yeah, yes. Check me out here, though.
Yeah, I'm sure this will be fantastic and not have any terrible things happen. Sophia, what are you up to? Where can people find you?
Yeah, hi. I am Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we. I can be found on Blue Sky at Nerdy Teddy. I appear sometimes around everywhere. My schedule is a little complicated right now, so I'm not making as many appearances as I might normally do, but Blue Sky is the best way to find when I am making appearances. I am also one of the chancellors and founders of Nerds with Dice, so come check out that. We've got a bunch of stuff that'll be coming out this spring, summer, including we got some Rotted Capes, we got some Vissen, Fantastic Realms, which will be a world-hopping thing. We got some Lancer coming, Fabula Ultima coming up. Of course, our Juden Pride event will have a bunch of stuff. We got some Girl by Moonlight. And of course, Fields of the Dead, our Walking Dead show that I run, will be coming back this spring for season 2. So keep an eye out for all of that stuff. I won't be in everything, but that's what Nerds with Dice is doing.
All right, and Nicola. Wow, I'm having trouble with words. What are you up to? Where can people find you?
You can find me all over the social places at Nicola the Druid. Mostly you can find me at Diversity Saves, where I'm a board member, and I also am the director of programming. So we have a community showcase showcasing creators from around the community. Wow, that was exactly what it is. And that it premieres every other Friday on Twitch, the following Monday on YouTube. And I probably might have other things going on, but a lot of them are I don't know when they're coming. I don't know when they're starting. So be sure to follow Zeal Zaddy for the new show that I have coming out on his channel.
Ooh, and I am Kayla, just KDM Dalliance. You can find me on that Blue Sky, or you can find me using that link tree to everything and everybody all at once. I live here forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever on the interweb. So check me out there and follow me on places if you want some secret sneak peeks or announcements as they'll be coming out this year. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. We had a great villainous time today. We hope you did as well. See you next time. Bye.